Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the latest edition of Rebels Radio, broadcasting for you tonight in the bigfreebet.com Challenge Cup first round. Yes, that is what it is, and if I have to say that again, I will go absolutely bonkers. So we've got our old landlords, Beaconsfield Town, are the hosts here tonight at Holloway's Park for this League Cup game. This is Rebels Radio. My name is Aid, and now that we seem to be back on air for a little bit, so hopefully we'll be fine today. This is another little tester just to make sure that everything's fine and we're working. So hopefully you're tuning in and can hear us. We will run through the team news for you. I can give you the very best bit of team news. Making his debut this evening for the Rebels after 13 months of injury hell is Harrison Gilks. He will be starting the game. How long he's going to get, we're not sure, but Gilksy is on the starting lineup of 11. I'll run through the two sides with you again, and just a couple of things for you. Firstly, this is Rebels Radio, and huge thanks to our two sponsors, myfootballclub.co.uk, the online football community, and also the Slough Town Supporters Trust, who between both of those parties, their continued support means that we've been able to come back and broadcast. Our thanks also goes to Gary Thomas for the donation of a laptop, and also to Adrian Evans from MyFC for the techie kind of stuff, which most of you know I am absolutely terrible at. So hopefully we shall see how everything goes to this evening, and we'll see. Hopefully everything will be fine and we'll be back to normal as it is. For those of you that don't know, earlier today there was the fourth qualifying round FA Cup draw. It went on for absolutely ages, supposedly starting at 1, but in the end Ball 18, which was Slough Town, was drawn out, and Slough will be at home on the 14th of October, so a week Saturday. They will be at home to Folkestone Invicta FC. So that will be the game on that day. Just to let you also know that this coming Saturday, non-league day as it is now known because of the international break, there are a couple of incentives from the Rebels management. That's the operational management. So if you haven't seen it, please have a look online and see all the details. One of the details is that from the 1976 Slough Schoolboys, who faced Liverpool Schoolboys at Wexham Park Stadium, there's a team reunion there, and Brian McDermott is down. I'm not sure if he's due to attend, but it would be nice to see Brian McDermott. But those guys will be down there as well. And there's also some special offers if you're a season ticket holder and you have managed to find two friends who you haven't already transferred into Slough Town fans. With there being no Premier League football this weekend, there is a fantastic offer. Please look at the website, sloughtownfc.net, and you'll see those details there and all the up and coming things for this Saturday, which is non-league day. So please click on that if you haven't had the chance. Have a look at that and you'll see a fantastic offer from this football club for non-league day. So we're going to run through the two sides with you this evening. There is a slight problem with one of the floodlights here at Holloway's Park. Now I believe at the moment the referee is quite happy. It's run by the corner, left-hand corner, so where the seated stand is on the left-hand side, in the far left corner, there's a problem with the floodlight not coming on. Now, as far as I know, the referee does seem to be happy that there's enough light. So hopefully the game will go ahead, but we will keep you updated on those details. And also, as this is the bigfreebet.com Challenge Cup first round game, if it finishes all square after 90 minutes, then I believe it is straight to penalties, and we'll give you that coverage if it does go to that. We won't just turn off at 90 minutes and leave you gasping. We'll be here for the duration of the game. So I'll run through the two sides with you for this evening's game. I'll start with the home side, Beaconsfield Town, as they are now called. They play in red and black shirts, I believe it is. A bit like an AC Milan style shirt. They also have red shorts and red socks. In goal for them is Jamie Norris. 2 is Callum Mapley. 3 Scott Cousins. 4 Jerome Eccleston. 5 Luke Neville. 6 and captain is Wes Daly. 7 Aaron Morgan. 8 Jordan Ajan Lekoko. I'm going to just make sure Ajan Lekoko. There you go. Sorry, apologies for that. Jordan Aja Ajan Lakoko. 9, Daniel Brown. 10 is Aaron Minas. And he says 18, but it may well be 11. We're not quite sure. But it is ex-Rebel Lewis Putman. The substitutes for Beaconsfield Town are 12, Mitch Gutteridge. 14, Charlie Kuhn. 15, Ollie Jones. 16 is Spencer Bellotti. And 17 is Kofi Lockhart Adams. So for the Rebels, in goal is Jack Turner. 2, Josh Jackman. 3 is Nathan Smart. 4, Guy Hollis. 5 and captain is Alan Innes. 6, Nathan Webb. 7, making his debut, is Harrison Gilks. 8, Matt Lynch. 9, Gavin James. 10, Brad Watkins. And 11 is... excuse me. 11 is not a sneeze, it's 11 is Warren Harris. Apologies there. It's a little bit chilly out here at the moment. And substitutes for the Slough Town tonight are 12, Mark Nisbet. 14, George Wells. 15, Sean Fraser. 16, Lee Togwell. And 17 is James Dobson. The referee today is Andy Lowe. His 2 assistants are James Sedley and Philip Evans. So we're just... gonna pop out for a second because I've just seen Simon Dunn, I think, just sitting in front of us. I'm just going to see if he hasn't got a seat actually, so I might see if he wants to pop in and come on a race. So just going to pop off there for a second.
Challenge first round between Beaconsfield Town and Slough Town. For the away team, we have number 1, Jack Turner, number 2, Josh Jackman, number 3, Nathan Smart, number 4, Guy Hollis, number 5.
Okay, so we just had a little chat to Dunny and asked him if he wants to pop in. He might do later on. We'll see how it goes. So they're just going through the 2 teams again here at Holloway Park, and just to let you know that there is a floodlight out, but at the moment we believe everything is going to be okay. The referee will just keep an eye on how it goes, and we'll see how it goes. The players are in the tunnel at the moment. I'm just going to see if I turn the light off if I can still see. Pretty much so. There you go. That's even better. So the 2 sides, I'll run through those 2 sides for you again just as we come up to a couple of minutes before kick-off here. Just again, if you do want to get in contact with us here at Rebels Radio, you can do it through Twitter. It's at MyFC Rebels Radio, or if you're listening via the YouTube, then you should be able to scroll down. There's a thing that says comments, and I'll have a look at those throughout the game and give you a shout out if you're listening at home or watching Coronation Street and EastEnders and whatever else is on TV on a Monday night. I don't know. What's on? I don't know, some kind of farming program or something I'm sure is on. So if you're doing that, or if you are watching the Northern Ireland League game that's on Sky, you could watch that and listen to us as well. The 2 teams are coming out, so I'll just run through those starting lineups for you again, starting with Beaconsfield Town. 1, Jamie Norris. 2, Callum Mapley. 3, Scott Cousins. 4, Jerome Eccleston. 5, Luke Neville. 6 is Wes Daly, who's captain. 7, Aaron Morgan. 8, Jordan Ajaleko. 9, Daniel Brown. 10, Aaron Minas. And 11 is Lewis Putman. For the Rebels, Jack Turner in goal. 2, Josh Jackman. 3, Nathan Smart. 4 is Guy Hollis. 5 and captain Alan Innes. 6, Nathan Webb. 7, Harrison Gilks. 8, Matt Lynch. 9, Gavin James. 10, Brad Watkins. And 11 is Warren Harris. Slough are in their all light blue away kit. And we're just having a look to see where we're going there. The Beaconsfield goalkeeper Norris is in a lovely fluorescent yellow kind of top today, so it's looking very bright. If he goes down the far end, he can act as a floodlight, so we should be okay there. And Beaconsfield are in all red, and the referee has placed the ball. There is a cameraman here this evening, so I'm not sure if you'll find some recorded highlights somewhere. But we will give you all of these details. We'll find out if there is some details. And as I say, if tonight's tie ends up after 90 minutes, all square, then it will go to penalties straight away. No extra time. And we're just waiting on the referee. Just apologies, call the 2 captains over. And a lovely array of fluorescent boots are on offer this evening. And just have a look as the referee just about to call the two captains over, and we'll get this game underway this evening. And there are a few other big freebet.com Challenge Cup games happening this evening. I'm going to try not to say that because it's very difficult for a man of my many years to keep saying that. It's just as well it was written down on a bit of paper, because otherwise I wouldn't have remembered. But there are some other games in that competition between other teams in the southern things. There's a flash there. I think someone's just taking photos rather annoyingly with a massive flash on their camera. And we are just waiting for the two captains just to decide which way they're going to stay. A little bit late kicking off here at Holloway's Park. And Hitchin are playing Bishop Stortford. I believe that must be in the same competition. I think it is just cup games this evening. And we see. So Slough will be kicking off. They will be playing from left to right in this first half. And we're just waiting for the referee to start the game, Mr. Lowe. He's still waiting for his assistant referees just to get into position. Lewis Putman is wearing 18, which makes life a little bit easier. Not that I don't know what he looks like anyway, but there you go. Beaconsfield will have the kick-off, just still waiting for the referee. I don't know what he's waiting for now. Could be tomorrow by the time we kick off. It's going to start. No. Yes. No. No. Yes. No. He's still, I don't know. Oh, he's just waiting for something or other. Come on, man. Get on with it. There you go. Beaconsfield have the kick-off, and the ball immediately played there to Daly, looking for the ball down. Headed away by Inns, and Gavin James will try and get there first, but it's Ajan Lakoko. Let me get that right. Ajan Lakoko. It's a throw to Slough, halfway inside their own half. On this left-hand side, Josh Stretman will be the player to take the throw. And he goes immediately back to his goalkeepers, but being chased down by Daniel Brown. Brown with a bit of surge on there. Jack Turner having to play forward. Ball over there towards Harrison Gilks. Headed away well there by Mapley. And there's an offside decision there against Brown. And it's a free kick to Slough. A couple of yards inside their own half. And I think they're going to leave this for Turner to take. And immediately long ball on the far hand side. Looking for Watkins. Referee not happy. I think the ball was... I think he's saying that the ball was moving, or not in the. I think the linesman saying it's not in the right place. That seems to be the problem this evening. As looks like an electrician's coming to have a look at the lights. As the referee seems to. Turner takes his free kick for Slough. It's going to be flicked on well here by Inns. In towards Gavin James. Hooked clear there by Cousins. Long ball forwards. Hollis underneath it with Brown. Brown seems to hold him off well. Hollis does get a foot to it, but Brown gets the other side. Plays the ball out on the far hand side to Morgan. Morgan coming down the right hand side. Cuts inside on Nathan Smart. Gets a shot that's blocked. It comes through though to Minas in the middle, and it's a shot there. It comes through to Brown. Is he offside? He's not! And it's... I honestly do not know how he's missed that. That is unbelievable. Brown looked like he was offside, and it does look like he's missed that, and it was a goal kick. It's a great opportunity for Brown. He was totally free, just with Jack Turner to beat, and he somehow put the ball wide, very much like the Dunstable guy in the home game a few weeks ago. But this was a lot closer, although there was Turner in the way. He's missed that one. First chance of the game goes to Beaconsfield. It's missed. Ball's here been headed on to Morgan on the far hand side, up against Lench. Morgan does well, plays inside, cuts inside well, finds Minas. Minas here towards Daly. Daly closed down, but still holds the ball up well, and then spreads it here to Neville. Neville here to the left back, Cousins. Cousins holds the ball up, chased down by Warren Harris. Back here towards Neville. Neville with the ball across field, and Harrison Gilks wins the header here and runs forwards with the ball. Mapley comes across. There's a heavy touch by Mapley, and it comes through to Eccleston. Eccleston under pressure from Brad Watkins. Watkins trying to win there, and has he won a corner? He has indeed. Slagging a corner there. Well won by Brad Watkins. And the Slough fans behind the goal, they've made the trip down to their old landlords here, and first corner of the game. Matt Lynch going to be taking this one for the Rebels. It will be an in-swinging corner. Hollis and Ince have gone forwards for this corner for the Rebels. Putman just orchestrating things here. Jilk's on the edge of the D of the penalty area, and Nathan Webb there as well. But it's Lynch who will take this in-swinging corner for the Rebels, just waiting for a signal for the ball to come in, and it's going to be whipped in near post. Easily headed away there by Daly. It will come through to Jackman. Jackman just by the centre circle, under pressure, finds ball back out here towards Lynch. Lynch up against Daly. Daly with the tackle, but the ball again comes through to Nathan Webb. Webb does well, plays it down the line here, and his first chance here for Warren Harris down that near side. Gets a cross in, James rises, Hollis gets there first. It comes to the far hand side, and it's a shot that hits the angle of the crossbar and post, and it goes wide of the goal. And a good effort there by Slough, but just gone wide of the goal. We have played 4 minutes, just under 4 minutes here, 0-0 is, and both teams have had goal scoring opportunities, so it could be a good evening here for some action. So we just wait here for Norris to take this goal kick. And Norris with a long ball here, played straight out of play into the main stand on that left hand side, and it'll be a throw to Slough. I do believe that I have seen Basingstoke manager Terry Brown here as well tonight. So Jackman with the throw, trying to find Watkins. Watkins trying to flick on here to Warren Harris. Harris flicks on to Gavin James, but Neville comes across. Webb wins the next header, but it's Ajan Lekoko, but Nathan Webb wins it back. Ball here with Brad Watkins in towards Harrison Jilks. Ball comes almost past our commentary position there, and it'll be a throw to the Rebels. Josh Jackman will take this halfway inside the Beaconsfield Town half. Ball played into Lynch. Lynch with a heavy touch, comes off Lynch last, and that'll be a throw to Beaconsfield, who are sponsored by Unilad, which I believe is some kind of isn't it an internet kind of thingy site where it's all like lad things and stuff from universities. Throw there, misses almost everyone's. Comes through to Minas, and then Josh Jackman gets the last touch off Putman's legs. It's a throw here to Beaconsfield. Couple of feet inside their own half. It'll be taken by the left back Scott Cousins. Cousins just waiting for a bit of movement. Comes back here towards Neville. Neville, tall figure, just playing a long ball here. Looking for the run of Morgan on the far hand side. Nathan Smart in chase with it, and Smart just eases Morgan off the ball and seen it out for a goal kick to the Rebels. So we're back in our usual place that we were for many years when Slough were here ground sharing at Beaconsfield, and as usual on every match day I had to clean the windows of the press box to see outside. So nothing changes when you come down to Beaconsfield. Still got to do quite a few things, and it's a long kick here by Turner, flicked on by Watkins into the path of Webb. Webb finds Warren Harris in central position, trying to find Brad Watkins, just overruns it a little bit there, and it goes through to the goalkeeper Norris. And Cambridge City are 1-0 up against St Ives in this League Cup competition. I'm not saying that stupid thing again. It's a League Cup competition, and Cambridge City are 1-0 up already after 23 seconds of that game against St Ives. Long kick there by Norris, headed away by Webb. Comes through to Daly. Daly's ball headed on by Smart, only as far as the right back Mapley. Mapley's ball headed away by Hollis, bouncing around in there. Daly wins the ball here, finds Eccleston. Eccleston can take his time with the ball, takes it down, plays the ball inside looking for Minas. Minas trying to trick his way through, but Inns is there, but his ball only finds Eccleston. Poor ball by him, finds Lynch. Lynch seems to be playing centre midfield here. Ball here in towards Harrison Jilks. Jilks with the ball, trying to up against Eccleston. Shoots a shot there, it's hit. Neville comes across here, and it's come back towards Harrison Jilks. His shot blocked, his turn, got the ball back again. Jilksy wanting the ball in towards Gavin James. Well seen though by the left back Cousins. Cousins with the ball forward to Minas. Minas back towards Neville, but Slough win the ball back here with Alan Inns. Inns chips the ball looking for Warren Harris, but Neville comes across and hooks that ball straight out of play. It'll be a throw to the Rebels on this near hand side, and it's going to be a throw that Josh Jackman will take 10 yards inside the Beaconsfield half. He's just looking for an option. Option comes from Nathan Webb. Webb gives it straight back towards Jackman and then back towards Webb. Webb can play the ball in here to Gavin James. Gavin James holding the ball up, robbed of the ball. Daly wins it back here, plays it here towards Eccleston. Eccleston hurries his ball, it's going to hit at the top. There you go, hits us on top of our commentary position there. And it's we'll just wait for a ball to come in. Still 0-0 here after nearly 8 minutes of play. And Slough have a throw on this near hand side, quickly taken towards Webb. Webb chipping the ball forward, but easily played away there by Agilakoko. But again, it's another throw, literally in front of our main stand commentary position here. And again, it's now just waiting for a ball to come back on. Jackman again with this throw, just trying to find Gavin James. Gavin James just comes inside the area, just nods the ball on towards Watkins. Watkins falls, slips, comes out here though towards Webb. Webb robbed by Daly, but it's now trying to get the ball out. He breaks kindly here to Mapley on the far hand side. Mapley can just bring the ball out here for Beaconsfield. Got a couple of runners with him at the moment. Still got the ball. Travels up to the halfway. Travelled 35 yards. Still with the ball at his feet. Cuts inside. Robbed by Lynch. It falls here towards Watkins. Towards Jilks. Jilks under pressure from Minas. Turns, plays it out towards Watkins, and Watkins looking to play it in towards Gavin James. Gavin James has to come deep, back towards Watkins. Ball across, it's a lovely ball across there by Brad Watkins, but the left back Cousins gambled on the ball, and as he gambled on it, Warren Harris took his eye on both players, missed the ball. He went out for a throw to Beaconsfield, which they've taken quickly. Ball here now to Ajan Lakoko. Looks up, trying to play the ball to Brown, but Brown has stopped his run. And that will go all the way through to Slough's goalkeeper, Jack Turner. And again, long kick by him, headed away by Ajin Lakoko. And comes through to Brown. Webb is the first player there for Slough to win the ball. But he's tackled well by Daly. Ball breaks here for Morgan. Morgan into Minas. Minas into Brown. Brown is offside. And that will be a free kick to the Rebels. 0-0 here at the moment in the League Cup game. And quite an exciting game so far. Beaconsfield has just been warming up a substitute, so I'm not sure if there's an injury somewhere, but he's gone in for the moment. But it's a free kick for Slough, halfway inside their own half for an offside decision. Jack Turner, the Slough goalkeeper, will take this. Turner just waiting for a little bit of movement here. Long ball by him. Looking for Warren Harris. Harris up against Cousins. Cousins does well to win the header. Comes through to Chapman. Chapman does well. Plays the ball inside. Just overruns it a little bit. Eccleston can clear. Not the best of clearances. And Lynch wins the ball. Back here towards Webb. Webb in the touch it in towards Chapman. Chapman has got time. Wants to come wide and finds Nathan. Webb just stands on the ball but wins the ball back here for Slough. Got Warren Harris just on this near hand side. Harris towards Chapman. Chapman towards Webb. Webb plays a lovely ball in here to James. James trying to find Warren Harris. Harris is offside. It's a good play there by Slough, trying to play through the Beaconsfield town side, but Warren Harris just offside there, and it's a free kick to Beaconsfield. So hopefully everything's fine, you can all hear us and everything's going well. And like I say, if you do want to get in contact with us, contact us on Twitter, or if you're listening via the YouTube, you should find there's a bit, if you scroll down, that says comments, and it will come through to us here. And we'll give you a shout out. Tell us what you're doing on this Monday evening. Hollis with the header from the goal kick. Comes through to Watkins. Watkins trying to flick on towards James. Neville comes across, but his ball comes towards Jilks. Jilks has been forced back here. Has to go back towards Alan Inns. And Inns will go back to his goalkeeper, Turner. Cambridge City have scored again in this competition. Cambridge City 2, St Ives 0. Ball played in. Headed away well by Mapley. Comes through to Lynch in the centre of midfield. Finds Jilks. Jilks on the far hand side. Just twisting and turning, keeps the ball in, but being put under a lot of pressure, and then a lucky ricochet for Slough comes towards to Nathan Webb. Webb the ball here across to Inns. Inns has time to play it towards Chapman. Chapman with the ball down, looking for James. James tries to flick it on, but unfortunately Warren Harris wasn't that quick enough to get to that one, and gets a throw here, taken quickly by Cousins, who will find his goalkeeper Norris, and Norris has the ball at his feet, just on the edge of his penalty area. Looking to play a long ball down the field here, looking for the header. Brown up against Inns. Inns wins that header, comes through to Daly. Daly with the ball forwards, in towards Morgan. Morgan swaps sides, but the ball here through to Minas. Minas' ball is heavy, comes through to Brad Watkins. Watkins evades a challenge of Daly, has the ball just inside the centre circle, just pushed wide, plays it forwards off the head of Warren Harris, and it's chased down by Eccleston, and Nathan Webb puts the right back Mapley under pressure. And it's gone out of play for a throw to Slough on that far hand side, just by the away dugout area. Nathan Smart will go across to take this throw for Slough. Long throw, looking for Gavin James. Gavin James trying to flick the ball on there, but well won back by Mapley. But again, Beaconsfield's next ball straight out of play and out for another throw for Slough. Beaconsfield currently sitting third in their league. Quick throw here by Hollis. Headed away though by Eccleston into the centre. It's flicked on well by Mapley. Comes through towards Morgan. Morgan's ball finds Daly. Daly with a switch ball into Lococo trying to find Morgan on this near hand side. He swaps sides, but he's marshalled by Josh Jackman, and Morgan challenging, puts a high foot in. Their ball goes out for a throw to Slough, and it's about 5 or 6 feet inside their own half. Jackman will take this, and Jackman with the ball trying to find Brad Watkins. He misses the ball. Everyone misses it apart from Neville. Comes through to Lynch. Lynch with the ball down. Neville again heads the ball away. Comes through to Dave. Takes it down on his chest. Then finds Ajan Lococo. He's going to spread the ball here, looking for Putman, who's now on the right hand side, up against Nathan Smart. But Putman runs it out of play, to much to the amusement of the Slough fans behind the goal, who cheer that little bit of play. As the ex-rebel just runs it out. It's a throw to Slough on the far hand side. Nathan Smart will take half inside his own half, flicked it on, trying to find Gavin James. Won by Mapley. Slough will let Daniel Brown have the ball, but he's robbed by Matt Lynch. Lynch now trying to go forwards. Gives it to Gilks on the far hand side. Daly with the challenge, and Slough get the throw on the far hand side. And Lynch trying to take it quickly, but he's going to leave this one for Nathan Smart. And the referee just telling Smart just to pop back a little bit there. Quick throw in towards Nathan Webb, back towards Smart. Smart now under pressure, finds Webb. Webb with the ball forwards, but booted clear by Eccleston, and it stays in play, comes off the head of Nathan Smart into the centre where Lynch wins the ball. Gets clattered there, and the linesman indicating it's a free kick. The referee didn't seem to think so, but the linesman flagged said it was a free kick, and it's been given to free kick to Slough. Taken quickly where they've spread it to the far right hand side where Josh Jackman has the ball. He's got Warren Harris outside of him, finds Harris. Plays it in towards Lynch. Lynch playing this central role this evening. Chips the ball on the far hand side. Looking for Brad Watkins, but Putman's there for Beaconsfield. His clearance only finds Nathan Smart. Smart now can bring the ball forwards 10-15 yards. Still with the ball at his feet. Plays the ball inside, looking here for Gavin James. Finds Harrison Gilks on the left hand side. Gilks with a poor ball in. It's been kicked clear by Adja Lococo. And now Eccleston can bring the ball out from defence, looking for Brown. Brown holds the ball up on the halfway line, looking for a runner. Runner on the far hand side is Morgan. Ball played over, but easily cleared there by Inns. And then Brad Watkins tries to get the ball, comes into Adjan Lococo, but Lococo's ball finds Putman, taken off him by Webb. Ball played in by Gilks towards Lynch. Lynch slides it in here now. Warren Harris has a chance to run at the Beaconsfield defence, just being forced wide. He's got Jackman with him. Jackman cuts aside. Jackman with a shot. Oh, and Jackman just fires that one over the top of the bar from round about 8 yards out. But good play down that right hand side by Slough. And it was Jackman just bursting through there, just looking to smash it into the top corner, just slightly over the top of the goal, and out for a goal kick. So we've played nearly 16 minutes here at Holloway's Park. It's still Slough 0-0 with Beaconsfield Town, as the kick by Norris is headed away by Hollis. It will come through to Eccleston, who heads it straight away, hits Nathan Webb, and then back towards Eccleston, who volleys the ball out. And out for a throw, which is taken by Slough. And they throw it back to their goalkeeper, Turner. Turner with the ball, just waiting for a little bit of space up front. Plays the long ball down, finally find Watkins. Hits Watkins on his standing leg, and then comes through here towards Nathan Webb. Finds Harrison Gilks. Gilks shrugs off the challenge of Putman. Still running down that right-hand side, trying to go past Rapley. Gets clattered there. And this will be the moment that we see. Oh, now Gilks is down. This is. I think he's going to be fine. He seems. I think it's just. That's the first challenge he's had on his knee. Super Kev's just walked down the side, but Gilks is up on his feet. He's fine, so it's good news. Some scores from the other games in the League Cup. I'm not calling it that silly thing. Cambridge City 2, St Ives 0, Dorchester 0, Salisbury 1, Hitchin 0, Bishop Stortford 1. They're the other scores in the League Cup first round. So now have a free kick on this far hand side. It will be taken by Matt Lynch, roughly around about 23-24 yards away from goal, but right on the far hand touchline. Referee blows his whistle. Lynch with the ball in. It's too close to the goalkeeper, who punches clear only as far as Nathan Webb can place. Lovely ball back out here towards Lynch. Lynch has the time to put his foot in it, chipping the ball back into the box. Now with players in the box, Inns wins the header, but nothing on it, and it's well gathered there by Norris in the Beaconsfield Town goal. And just making sure that Jilks is fine. Jilks says he's running fine. So just that's the first tackle he's had in a proper tackle on him, and he seems to be fine. So that's good news for Harris and Jilks. Norris just rolling the ball here outside of his penalty area. Long ball down the field. Again looking for Putman to flick on, but Putman can't get a touch, and it'll run all the way back in to the Slough goalkeeper, Jack Turner. And Turner just has the ball in his hands, looking for a long kick forward. Again, trying to find Jilks. Jilks takes this down on his chest. Has time to control. Surrounded by two players. Goes down. Wins a free kick. Taken quickly by him towards Watkins. Watkins' ball. Just takes a unlucky deflection, though. One back, though, by Jilks. Ball played into Watkins. Watkins trying to find Jilks down the touchline. Eccleston comes across and does well with the tackle. But good little bit of play there by Nathan Webb in towards Watkins. Ball kick in towards James. Watkins tries to shoot, and both of them have crashed, and the referee will stop that. And that looks an impact injury. Neville it was, and Watkins both went for the ball. Watkins tried to shoot, Neville tried to clear. Neville did get there first, and both players are down at the moment. And the referee just trying to make sure that they're both okay. Neville's back on his feet just a little bit gingerly, not ginger as in his hair, gingerly. And Watkins just trying to see if he can get back up. And we're just going to see if he's okay. And him and Neville just have a little handshake there. Watkins seems to be okay there. Watkins had that little bit of a knee injury. Still, he's up on his feet, but we're just going to see if he's going to run that off. And he seems to be okay. It's a free kick here given to Beaconsfield Town. Drilled away by the goalkeeper. Finds Minas. Minas trying to control it. He's trying to find Putman, but well spotted by Nathan Smart. Smart can clear here towards Jilks. Jilks on this left-hand side in towards Webb. Webb plays the ball just in front of Gavin James, but ball plays straight back towards Jilks. Jilks finds Nathan Webb. Webb under pressure. Does well trying to find Watkins. Watkins just still hobbling there, and there's a foul there by Wes Daly on Gavin James. And it's a free kick taken quickly by Slough to find Jilks. Jilks down the left-hand side, knocks it past him, and then gets... could be a first yellow card of the game, I would have thought so. Jilks went past Mapley, the right back, and Mapley just put his arm out, and he will be the first player to get a booking. So Callum Mapley, the right back for Beaconsfield, gets the first yellow card of the evening here on 21 minutes. It's Beaconsfield Town 0, Slough Town 0. And Mapley finding that's the only way he was going to stop Jilks was to pull him back by grabbing him, and it's a free kick here to Slough. Again, same kind of position, 25 yards away from goal, and again, right on that side touchline. As again, Matt Lynch will be the player that comes across to take this free kick for Slough. Lynch plays it near post, flicked on by James, comes into the box, and it just didn't fall for Alan Inns. It's hooked clear by Neville just as Inns was trying to get there. Morgan tries to jump out, but Nathan Smart wins it in towards Webb. Webb now finds Lynch. Lynch still with the ball. Closed down by Minas. Back towards Webb. Webb in towards Lynch. The two of them too close together. But Lynch comes away with the ball and then plays it out here towards Warren Harris. Harris played on side. Chips the ball in towards Inns. Inns plays it back here, and Cousins just overruns the ball. Warren Harris has won it back here down this near hand side. Gives it here towards Jackman. Jackman looking for an option. Option comes from Lynch. Lynch just has to play the ball all the way back here to Nathan Smart, who's just filling in at centre back while Inns are still up from that ball. And it's back on the far hand side here with Jilks. Jilks stand there, looks up, finds Lynch. Lynch with a slightly heavy touch, but we'll find Nathan Smart. Smart just 15 yards inside the Beaconsfield half. Plays the ball in. Inns has to come and stretch for the ball, but it's one back here by Daly. Daly's ball high in the air, and Jackman will see that out for a Slough throw. And Jackman takes the throw quickly, finds Watkin. Watkin does well to try and turn, but Daly gets his body inside there and wins the ball back here for Beaconsfield. Still being chased down by Brad Watkins. Daly with the ball, and then just as Watkins makes a tackle, the referee says that's a bit too much, and it's a free kick here to Beaconsfield. 5 or 6 yards inside their own half, and then Daly's just flicking the ball forward, trying to get a bit of distance on it. And Brad Warden just throwing it back, and then Daly just flicking it back to where he thought he wanted it, but the referee says, no, take it from this position, and it will be Cousins, the left back, to take this free kick for Beaconsfield, 5 or 6 yards inside their own half. And he just looks to smash this ball crossfield, trying to find Putman, but headed away well by Smart. Then Lynch does well to win the header, and he's fouled by Daly as he jumps for the ball. It's a free kick for Slough. And Slough going to look to take this quickly with Turner, trying to find Warren Harris on his near-hand side. Cousins there with it. Comes off the head of Cousins, and it'll be a throw to Slough. 20 yards away from goal. They're going to leave it for Jackman to take quickly. Jackman takes it towards Lynch. Lynch back towards Jackman. Jackman looking for another option. Lynch is it in towards Webb. Webb plays the ball in. Not the best of balls, but he finds Gavin James. Gavin James puts his foot on the ball. Holds it up well. Still with the ball at his feet. Then finds Jackman, who's in attendance, chipping the ball forwards into the 6-yard box, trying to find the run of Warren Harris, but see, it's well marshalled there by Luke Neville of Beaconsfield Town, who just sees the ball out, and it's out for a goal kick. And it's going to be Norris, the goalkeeper, to take this goal kick for Beaconsfield. And he finally takes the goal kick after a while. Played the ball forward, looking for Brown. Brown and Hollis jump for the ball, but neither of them miss. It comes through here towards Putman, but Nathan Smart's there. Hooks the ball clear, trying to find Gavin James. The ball comes off the head of Neville, but he heads it backwards towards Brad Watkins. Watkins now finds Dilks on the far-hand side. Dilks trying to run down that left-hand side up against Mapley. Mapley's already on a yellow card against him. Dilks with a couple of step-overs, still with the ball. Trying to go down the sideline. Mapley's there with him and wins the ball off him. Plays it in towards Ajan Lakoko, but he gives the ball away towards Nathan Webb. One back here towards Nathan Smart. Smart plays it in towards Lynch. Lynch in that centre midfield position. Now finds Warren Harris. He's got Jackman with him. Jackman in attendance, looking for the ball inside here towards Watkins. Watkins dummies it, and just not read there by Gavin James. Ball comes here through to Minas. Minas turns well away from Webb. Gives it to Cousins. Cousins under pressure. Good ball here to Ajan Lakoko. He plays it. I haven't got a clue who he saw. But unless there's an invisible Beaconsfield Town player down that side that I didn't see, he's just played the ball nowhere and straight out of play for a throw to the Rebels. They'll take it quickly. Long ball forwards. Brad Watkins trying to flick on. Comes through towards Gavin James. Gavin James, just doesn't see where the ball is. Neville comes across to win it back. Chased down by Gavin James. It hits Warren Harris, but comes through here to Ajan Lakoko. His ball comes off the head of Jackman. Ins on his back foot up against Daniel Brown, but he goes back to his goalkeeper well, and then Turner clears under pressure, and that'll come straight out of play on top of the commentary position and goes out of play for a throw to Beaconsfield. Just try and see if there's any more goals in the League Cup. I'm not saying that again. Still looks like the same at the moment. It's going to be a throw here to Beaconsfield. 10 yards inside the Slough half. Quickly given towards Brown, but he loses the ball. One back by Lynch. Lynch with the ball over, trying to find the run of Gavin James. Eccleston comes. And there's a mistake there. And it's just a mistake by Eccleston. The goalkeeper Norris had come out, and the ball just didn't fall kindly for Slough. And Eccleston could clear across to Mapley, the right back, and they can clear down the field. Look at a mistake there by Guy Hollis, and Inns has had to come across to clear just as Putman was about to break through. It's gone out for a corner on the far hand side here for Beaconsfield. And Slough with some defending to do here. 26.5 minutes gone so far of this first half, and first corner for Beaconsfield. And it'll be Cousins to go across to take this corner. And he's joined over there by Morgan. But is it going to be a short one? It's going to be whipped into the box. It's a free header there for Neville. He just couldn't get a touch to it. Ball comes here to Ajan Lakoko. He's just up against Josh Jackman. Jackman defends it well. Comes off Jackman last. It's out for a throw that will be quickly taken by Ajan Lakoko. Finds Brown back towards Ajan Lakoko. He's trying to go past into Putman. Putman with a cross. And it's a header there, and it's by Minas. A free header. He stoops to head it. He just can't get it on target. He's unmarked. He's had to stoop to try and guide it. A little bit hit in low there by Putman. He's had to stoop and try and crank his neck back to try and angle the ball past Turner, but it's just wide of the post, and we're still 0-0 in this League Cup competition. And it'll be a goal kick taken by Jack Turner. Turner's long ball flicked on by Watkins, trying to find Gavin James. Hooked clear by Neville, but one here by Guy Hollis. Guy Hollis now comes across. Daly tries to challenge him, but he finds Jackman. Jackman just plays the ball, looking for Watkins. Watkins trying to hold the ball up. Ajin Coco comes across. Watkins tries to take it off him. It'll come through to Gilks, tackled by Mapley, but Slough win the ball back here with Webb. Webb finds Nathan Smart. Smart can play it across here to Hollis. Now trying to keep the ball here. Ball cross from Hollis towards Jackman. Jackman finds Harris. Slough keeping the ball. Lynch with the ball here and in towards Inns. Slough trying to spread the ball to the other side of the pitch where he finds Nathan Smart. Smart heavy touch but wins the ball here. Gives it towards Lynch on the halfway line. Trying to find Webb. Webb on the left hand side. In towards Lynch. Now playing some good little football here, but Lynch being forced wide here by Ajin Coco. Finds Jackman. Jackman can travel with the ball here for Slough, but only finds Lynch again. Lynch just takes his eye off the ball, leaves the ball there by Webb, and it finds Nathan Smart. Smart can run with the ball, 10-15 yards travelling, but still with the ball at his feet. Just goes back towards Webb with the quick ball out here towards Gilks. Gilks has got plenty of time and space. There's someone stands in front of us and can't see. And Gilks tackled there in the end, and it's cleared by Daly. Ball flicked on by Brown, and it will come through here towards Jackman. Jackman will cover and go back to his goalkeeper Turner. And Turner chased by Lewis Putman, but ball at his feet. So you can contact us on YouTube. If you're listening via the YouTube, there's a comment section. Good evening to Peter Jewell, who's listening, and says he's missed my dulcet tones. I think you might be the only one. Ball here played in towards Josh Jackman, in towards Matt Lynch on the halfway line. Brings out Ajay Nakoko in towards Webb, back towards Lynch, now passing it around little triangles here, in towards Hollis. Hollis bringing the ball forwards. Still with the ball, going to play it through here to Watkins on the outside side. Watkins does well to keep it in, up against Mapley, comes off, it's a corner. No? Oh, I thought it was a corner, but the referee, who has an overriding decision, says that's a goal kick. And it's a goal kick to Beaconsfield Town, still 0-0. We've played up to the half an hour mark here. And both sides have had some opportunities. Quick free goal kick here taken by Norris. Finds Cousins just outside of his penalty box. Plays it in towards Morgan. Morgan loses the ball. It's one back by Jockman trying to find Gavin James. One here by Webb. Through to Lynch. Lynch being challenged here by Lewis Putman, but Putman just stops. Lynch will chip ball in towards Jackman, who's gone forwards. Jackman can go bring the ball in. Oh, he's just trod on the ball and allowed Cousins a chance to tackle. Ball played in here towards Daly. Daly now spreads it here to Minas. Minas can bring the ball forward into the centre circle of Beaconsfield Town half. Oh, he tried to play a great ball in. Two players there, but well spotted by Alan Inns, who broke the play up. Finds Warren Harris in towards Gavin James. Gavin James trying to turn, just has the ball stuck in his feet. Tries to go past. Good challenge there by Neville. And it's a throw to Slough, 25 yards away from the Beaconsfield Town goal on this near right-hand side. Jackman across to take the throw. Dates it quickly towards Lynch. Lynch looks up to find Gilks on the far-hand side. Gilks just takes it down on this fine nicely. In towards Nathan Smart. Smart looks to have a shot from distance. Shoots! Oh, and Norris took his eye off the ball. It went through his hands and got stuck in between his legs. And stops the ball from going in at the near post. Still 0-0. Rolled out quickly here towards Cousins. Cousins with a nice little ball in towards Morgan. Morgan immediately closed down by Webb. Ball here into Ajay Lakoko. He's got a bit of space here to run onto. Looking to play the ball into Brown. Oh, but he's just put too much on it. And it's shielded back to Slough's goalkeeper Turner. And Turner quite happy to just wait while Slough get back into some kind of shape upfield. And a long ball back in, trying to find Watkins. Missed by all of them. Gavin James now in a foot race here with Neville. Neville just sticks a foot out. That's good defending there by Neville. Just got a touch to it. It's out for a throw to Slough. And I just wonder if they're going to send Guy Hollis forward. Yeah, Guy Hollis is going to go forward to take this throw for the Rebel. Inns has gone forwards as well. It's, I'd say, 7 or 8 yards away from the corner flag. So if Hollis can get a good delivery on this, it's almost like a corner for the Rebels. And Hollis with this throw looking for Inns beaten to the ball. It'll come on the far hand side to Warren Harris, just shrugged off the ball here by Morgan plays the ball down the line to Putman. Putman trying to hold the ball up well. Turns, gives it towards Daly. Daly looks up, looking to chip the ball forward to try and find Minas. It's Nathan Webb filling in at left back. Oh, and he's just given the ball away as he's won it back. That's Nathan Webb. And finds his goalkeeper Turner, and Turner under no pressure whatsoever will just keep the ball at his feet. And Beaconsfield Town happy to allow him to have the ball there. And he'll play a long ball forwards again, looking for the head of Watkins. Watkins and Eccleston jump. Eccleston wins the header. Comes here to Minas. Minas under pressure. Loses the ball. Comes to Jilks. Jilks now turns. Plays the ball again. Going down the sideline. Good. Gets it past Mapley. But Eccleston comes across the cover. Jilks is there first. But comes off Eccleston. It's a throw for Slough. Literally right by the corner flag. And no, they're just going to let Nathan Smart take this one. So Smart will go across to take this throw. No, they've just given Guy Hollis the shout. So Hollis will go across now to take this one. Literally right by the corner flag on the far hand side. It will be Hollis with this long throw. And he plays it in, looking for Inns, headed away by Mapley. It will come out here towards Lench. Lench will find Webb. Webb takes a touch inside, back in towards Lench. Lench trying to find a bit of space. Dinks the ball in here to well with Brad Watkins. Plays the ball in. Oh, he's put it in between both Inns and James. But Slough get the ball back here through Nathan Webb. And then Webb plays the ball down, looking for the run of Gavin James. Gavin James is onside, but he can't get to the ball. And it's gone out of play there for a goal kick. Good little ball in there by Brad Watkins. Just tried to knock it in low, but unfortunately it just went in between two Slough attackers. And it was cleared by Beaconsfield. It's a goal kick. And we've played 34 minutes here. 0-0 in the League Cup. And we'll see if there's some scores in the other games as we're looking. Let's just see if there's anything else going on. Doesn't look like it. And Norris with this long kick aimed towards Brown. This time Brown was winning the flick on, and Inns under pressure from Putman has to clear the ball to the far hand side. Throw to Beaconsfield. And Beaconsfield just waiting for the right back Mapley to come forwards and take this. He's not even got to the ball yet. He's not in a hurry here. He's got to jump over the fence here because there's no fans behind the goal that Slough are defending. So he has to go and get his own ball. And we will finally have a throw here for Beaconsfield. Mapley, the right back, is looking to take it. Finds Minas. Minas takes it on his chest. Back towards Mapley. Back towards Minas. Minas with a bit of space. Hits his ball straight at Jilks, and then Slough can bring the ball out here with Nathan Smart. Smart now trying to spread it on that far hand side, but it's a wasted ball. Cousins is there first. Cousins has the ball running in, plays it in here towards Brown. Brown out towards Morgan now on this left hand side. Morgan trying to come down the side against Josh Jackman. Morgan still running, gets to the byline, gets a crossing. It's got too much on it though, and goes out of play for a goal kick. 0-0 here in the League Cup. And we've had a little lack of goal action in this last 10 minutes. Just that shot from Nathan Smart coming in. And that's been it at the moment. Not been a lot happening. And we wait for Turner to come and take this goal kick to get the game back underway. Long kick by him. Again, aimed towards Watkins. Watkins wins the flick on. It'll come through here towards Warren Harris. Central position for Harris. Takes it on his fire. Just running with it in towards Gavin James. Warren Harris tries to shoot. It's hit Beaconsfield defender. Takes the sting out of the shot, and it allows Norris to control the ball on the edge of his byline with his feet. And then he'll just pick the ball up and wait to just roll the ball out to the edge of his penalty area. Just going to kick it a little bit further. No Slough play going to close it down. James now starts to chase it down, forcing Norris to kick. Long kick by him. All the way through, though, to Jack Turner as Inns ducks for it. Turner takes it quickly, trying to play the ball forward. It's flicked on here by Brad Watkins. Finds Gavin James. Gavin James down the left-hand side. Has to stop his run. Oh, it goes to the byline. Gets a cross in. Oh, he's put a great cross in there as Gavin James. Really good. But unfortunately, Watkins and Harris just weren't that far up in front of him. It went straight across the face of the goal. But unfortunately, the two Slough players just weren't close enough to it, and it's gone out of play for a throw. Is it? No, it's a goal kick. So we've nearly 38 minutes gone here at Holloway's Park, still 0-0 in this League Cup competition. And Norris will take this goal kick here on this rather chilly Monday night as he plays the long ball forwards, aiming for Brown. Brown beaten to the ball by Smart. Smart's header will run all the way through though to Mapley. Mapley can control the ball just by the way to go. Has to rush his ball forward, trying to find Putman. Putman looks like he's playing more up front now with Brown. And ball won back here by Minas. Ball now with Daly. Daly, the captain, just being forced back here by Matt Lynch. Has to come through to Eccleston. Eccleston back towards Daly, and then chased down by Gavin James. Gavin James forces Eccleston to go all the way back to his goalkeeper. Good defending that here by the Rebels. Good pressure. Ball played in towards Wes Daly by the goalkeeper, but Daly wasn't expecting it, and it's gone out for a throw to Slough. Quickly taken here by Jilks, and Mapley's hooked the ball high in the air. It's come through to Daly. Daly of the ex-West Wimbledon. One here by Gavin James. Gavin James by the byline. Plays the ball in. Stooping header there by Neville. Heads it to Morgan, who picks the ball up on the edge of the 18-yard line. Now finds Cousins. Cousins with a bit of time and space to try and look for a run. Finds Daniel Brown. Daniel Brown just comes to the halfway line to pick the ball up out towards Cousins. Now we'll chase it down a little bit, and he'll find Neville. Neville just being allowed time on the ball here by Slough. Forced by Watkins to play the ball. Long ball here looking for the run of Lewis Putman, but Alan Ince sees it out. And good defending by Inzi, who's the captain here tonight, and it's out for a goal kick. So just a reminder, if it does stay all square here this evening, it will go straight to penalties. Cambridge City have gone 3-0 up in their game against St Ives. Bearing in mind it's not far from to go as a ground share there. Long ball here played by Turner, flicked on well by Gavin James, hooked into the night sky by Eccleston. Underneath it for Slough is Smart, does well to win the ball, controls it down that left hand side. He's up against Mapley, still running with the ball down that line. Gets the chance to cross in far post. Warren Harris is underneath it. Warren Harris will keep it in on the byline. Good play by him. Just needs a little bit of help here. He's up there on his own, up against Cousins, trying to win the ball in. But it's defended well by Cousins and goes out for a goal kick. So yeah, Cambridge City 3, St Ives 0. As that is landlords versus tenants versus landlords, one or the other way around. Tenants versus landlords, isn't it? It's at St Ives. Dorchester are still losing 1-0 to Salisbury, and Hitchin are still 1-0 down to Basingstoke. Bishop Stortford, sorry. I'm only saying Basingstoke because the Basingstoke manager's here tonight. That's why we're just getting confused. Ball's gone out of play off the head of Brad Watkins. It's a throw to Beaconsfield on the far hand side. Mapley takes it. Long throw by him, trying to find the head of Brown. Brown's header chased down by Lewis Putman. It comes through here towards Turner. Turner is still under pressure on Putman. Just plays the ball deep down up towards James. James takes it down on his chest, then holds off the challenge of a couple of players. Gets his shirt pulled. Referee says play on. Neville comes across with the tackle. Good referee in there to allow play on. Quickly taken here, throw by Jilks, finds Lynch. Lynch just gives it back towards Jilks. Jilks on the far hand side, just needs a bit of help. He's going to find Nathan Smart. Smart has the opportunity to play. He's playing the ball for someone to run. Unfortunately, Gavin James wasn't expecting the ball to go that far. It goes out of play for a goal kick. So still 0-0. And we've got about 3.5 minutes of first half time. And it's a goal kick here for Jamie Norris to take for Beaconsfield. And a long kick by him, aimed towards Putman. Putman playing centre now. Flicked on well here by Brown, in towards Morgan. There's a slip there, and it's a free kick being given here for a foul on Inns by Morgan, and it's right on the edge of the penalty area, so it's a free kick inside the Slough penalty area, but to Slough. And Turner takes this quick kick. Looking for Watkins. Well won by Eccleston. Ball comes through here towards Lynch. Lynch finds Watkins. Watkins tries to turn Eccleston, but Eccleston wins the ball. Comes here towards Morgan. Morgan finds the left-back Cousins in a bit of space, trying to take on Nathan Webb. Does well to go past him. In towards Daly. Daly under pressure from four Slough players. Still finds Morgan. Morgan now on this right-hand side up against Lynch. Plays the ball down the field, looking for the run of Josh Jackman, and then he has to slide in to get to the ball before Lewis Putman. And it's a throw to Beaconsfield down this left-hand side, level with the 18-yard line of the Slough box. And just waiting for Cousins it is to come and take this throw. In fact, I think he's actually given a corner. So it's actually a corner here to Beaconsfield. Drilled in there. And it's a header there by Ajin Lakoko. And it just flashed his header downwards, but wide of the goal. And not a decent opportunity. That's quite difficult. There's a lot of players in front of him, but did well to get his head to it. Just couldn't guide it on target. It's out for a goal kick. And it remains 0-0. And it'll be Turner to take this kick for Slough. Finds Jilks. Jilks takes it on his chest. Mapley will come across, but Jilks gets past him. Now Jilks has got a bit of space to run into. Still got Eccleston in front of him. Jilks with the ball. Step over 1-2. Still running down that line. Trying to get across in, and it's a challenge there by Eccleston. Wins the ball. It's a great challenge, in fact, by the centre-back there for Beaconsfield. Wins the ball. Plays it off Jilks. And out for a goal kick. And it'll be Norris that will get this game back underway with this goal kick. Eventually, I think, hopefully. There you go. He finally plays the ball forwards and aimed again towards Brown. Won by Lynch. Only as far as Mapley. Mapley's ball given away towards Jilks. Now Jilks trying to charge his way through the Beaconsfield Town team. Holds off the challenge. Finds Matt Lynch. Lynch just chased down by Daly, but he plays a lovely ball here towards Inns. Inns will spread it to Jackman. Jackman's got a bit of space here in front of him now to bring the ball forwards. Cuts back inside towards Lynch. Lynch just under pressure from Ajin Lakoko. Plays the ball down, looking for Warren Harris, but Harris had just started his run inwards. And the ball went wide, back outwards where he was, and out for a throw. And eventually Beaconsfield will take this. No, they won't. It's half-time. It's he's played 9 seconds of added time. And it's here at Holloway's Park for the BigFreeBet.com Challenge Cup first round tie. It's 0-0 here at half-time. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go and get a drink and something. You guys carry on. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the latest edition of Rebels Radio, broadcasting for you tonight in the BigFreeBet.com Challenge Cup first round. Yes, that is what it is, and if I have to say that again, I will go absolutely bonkers. So we've got our old landlords, Beaconsfield Town, are the hosts here tonight at Holloway's Park for this League Cup game. This is Rebels Radio. My name is Aid, and now that we seem to be back on air for a little bit, so hopefully we'll be fine today. This is another little tester just to make sure that everything's fine and we're working. So hopefully you're tuning in and can hear us. We will run through the team news for you. I can give you the very best bit of team news. Making his debut this evening for the Rebels after 13 months of injury hell is Harrison Jilks. He will be starting the game. How long he's going to get, we're not sure, but Jilksy is on the starting lineup of 11. I'll run through the two sides with you again, and just a couple of things for you. Firstly, this is Rebels Radio, and huge thanks to our two sponsors, myfootballclub.co.uk, the online football community, and also the Slough Town Supporters Trust, who between both of those parties, their continued support means that we've been able to come back and broadcast. Our thanks also goes to Gary Thomas for the donation of a laptop, and also to Adrian Evans from MyFC for the techie kind of stuff, which most of you know I am absolutely terrible at. So hopefully we shall see how everything goes to this evening, and we'll see. Hopefully everything will be fine and we'll be back to normal as it is. For those of you that don't know, earlier today there was the fourth qualifying round FA Cup draw. It went on for absolutely ages, supposedly starting at 1. But in the end, Ball 18, which was Slough Town, was drawn out, and Slough will be at home on the 14th of October, so a week Saturday. They will be at home to Folkestone Invicta FC. So that will be the game on that day. Just to let you also know that this coming Saturday, non-league day, as it is now known because of the international break, there are a couple of incentives from the Rebels management. That's the operational management. So if you haven't seen it, please have a look online and see all the details. One of the details is that from the 1976 Slough Schoolboys, who faced Liverpool Schoolboys at Wexham Park Stadium. There's a team reunion there, and Brian McDermott is down. I'm not sure if he's due to attend, but it would be nice to see Brian McDermott. But those guys will be down there as well. And there's also some special offers if you're a season ticket holder and you have managed to find 2 friends who you haven't already transferred into Slough Town fans. With there being no Premier League football this weekend, there is a fantastic offer. Please look at the website, sloughtownfc.net, and you'll see those details there and all the up and coming things for this Saturday, which is non-league day. So please click on that if you haven't had the chance. Have a look at that and you'll see a fantastic offer from this football club for non-league day. So we're going to run through the 2 sides with you this evening. There is a slight problem with one of the floodlights here at Holloway's Park. Now I believe at the moment the referee is quite happy. It's run by the corner, left-hand corner, so where the seated stand is on the left-hand side, in the far left corner. There's a problem with the floodlight not coming on. Now as far as I know, the referee does seem to be happy that there's enough light, so hopefully the game will go ahead, but we will keep you updated on those details. And also, as this is the big freebet.com Challenge Cup first round game, if it finishes all square after 90 minutes, then I believe it is straight to penalties. And we'll give you that coverage if it does go to that. We won't just turn off at 90 minutes and leave you gasping. We'll be here for the duration of the game. So I'll run through the 2 sides with you for this evening's game. I'll start with the home side, Beaconsfield Town. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the second half coverage. The players are just going out onto the pitch, but during the half-time interval, Beaconsfield have turned off the 4 lights down the left-hand side where the main stand is. They've turned those floodlights off in order to try to reboot the other one in the far corner. The one in the far corner is rebooted and the others haven't come back on. So at the moment, half the pitch is almost in darkness. We've only got 4 floodlights out of 6 working. So we'll just see how it goes here for the second half. But we'll hopefully we'll have a game. We'll have a second half, or otherwise we'll be back sometime soon for another crack at it. But at the moment, we have a lack of floodlights, so I think they're just doing a quick whip round, see if we can find 50p for the lights, and hopefully we will be on. Let's see if we can give you some of the half-time scores from the League Cup. I'm not saying again. Cambridge City 4, St Ives 0, Hitchin have equalised, Hitchin 1, Bishop Stortford 1. I think we should just call it the BFB from now on. I think that's an easier way to call it. We'll call it the BFB Cup. So you've got the B and B, Berks and Bucks, and then the BFB. Yes, so Beaconsfield 0, Slough 0, as you know. Cambridge City 4, St Ives 0, Dorchester 0, Salisbury 1, and it's Hitchin 1, Bishop Stortford 1. Those are the cup ties so far in the BFB. So much easier to just put everything to initials and stuff, isn't it, nowadays? And there you go. So if you do want to get in contact with us, you can contact us on Twitter. It's at MyFC Rebels Radio. Come through to us and say hello, who you are, where you, if you're listening, and we'll give you a shout out. Or you can listen to, if you're on have the lights come back on? Oh, look, we've got all 6 lights are on. We're going to have a second half. There you go. That's what we like to see. Or you can do it via the comment section on YouTube here. And Peter Jewell and Graham Ash have been on. It's 0-0 here. We're going to wait for the start of the second half. And we're interested to see if Harrison Gilks comes out for the second half. I believe he was only going to be originally given 45 minutes, but I presume if he feels that he's okay and he wants to carry on, we never know. We're just going to see as the players start to come out. A couple of Slough players are out already, so we'll see what's happening as well. There is a third round qualifying cup replay tonight, Bradford Park Avenue versus Harrogate, and there's a Bostock League North game between Aveley and Waltham Abbey, and we have now got 4 lights. It's great. All we need now is a couple of teams and a second half. And we'll be back. Hold on a second. Okay, so we're still just looking to see as the players slowly start to come out for the second half if there are any substitutions. And we'll just keep our eye on that for a second. Not a lot else happening here at the moment. So just a reminder, this Saturday Slough will be at home for non-league day where they host Biggleswade Town. There are quite a few things going on that day. We'll have the I'm just looking at the players as they come out at the moment, just trying to find if Gilksy's going to come out for the second half. A couple of things going on that day. We'll have the players from the Slough Schoolboys 1976 team that played Liverpool. They will be the special guests of the day there. There will also be the Kit Aid and Kit for Causes collection points as well. I think there's going to be a substitution for Slough on the far hand side. By the looks of it, I think. Yeah, it is. Harrison Gilks has played his 45 minutes. And I'm just trying to see who it is on the far hand side that's coming on. I've got a funny feeling it might be Sean Fraser, but I'll confirm that in a second. So non-league day, they've got a couple of things going on. You have the kit aid and kit for cause. So if you've got any old kit, doesn't have to be a Slough Town kit, but any old kit, bring it down to the ground and donate it. There'll be some collection points. Now this kit will go to worthwhile causes around the world in some of the poorest countries, and the kit will be donated to various different places. So please try and get behind it. If you are having a bit of a clear, if you've got a quiet week in between watching Coronation Street and EastEnders, then if you grab some of your old kit that you don't want, it doesn't even have to be like even stuff that you might have played in as a player or whatever, take it down to the ground on Saturday. There'll be a collection point for it. Put it in there. It'd be great to see if we can get a kit. I think it's going to be Sean Fraser, the player, coming on. We're just going to wait for confirmation of that substitution. And just waiting for the referee to come out, so we're just going to wait for the confirmation of that. And it is Sean Fraser replacing Harrison Gilks. He was only going to get 45 minutes, and it's good man management skills there by our two joint managers. So non-league day, there are a couple of special offers, so if you do want to have a look, go onto the sloughtownfc.net website, and there's a special offer where season ticket holders for that game can invite 2 friends free of charge to the game. So if you haven't already converted your friends to being Slough Town fans, this is a great chance to do this. And we are going to wait for the second half. Just to confirm, Fraser is on for Harrison Gilks. That is the only substitution so far. And it'll be the second half. So now we'll be shooting from right to left. We're in full light for this second half. And to remind you that it's 0-0 at the moment. If it stays as a draw, it will go straight to penalties. So we're just waiting for Mr. Lowe, the referee tonight, to just make sure that everybody is ready. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready. Hey. Oh. There's a substitution for Beaconsfield as well. Colin Mapley has come off, and Kuhn is the player on, Charlie Kuhn. So second half kicked off. And second half kicked off. Just to confirmation there's a substitution for Beaconsfield Town. Number 2, Colin Mapley has come off. 14, Charlie Kuhn has come on. And he's going to just come out here. It's a throw to Slough, 20 yards away from the Beaconsfield Town goal. Taken quickly by Nathan Smart. Ball played in, trying to find him. It's hooked clear in the end, though, by Kuhn. Comes through here to Brown. Brown takes a good touch, running in the centre circle, up against Lynch. And then Hollis comes across. The referee said that wasn't a foul. Ball comes in here towards Fraser. First touch of him for him of the game. It looks like Fraser has gone to right midfield. Ball out on the far hand side to him. Fraser with the cross in first time, looking for Watkins. Watkins trying to get it, and it come off the foot of the Beaconsfield substitute, Charlie Kuhn. Brad Watkins tried to get his head to it. He might have got a touch to it. Charlie Kuhn just stood there, hit him on the thigh, and it hit the bottom of the post. It's gone out for a corner to Slough at the start of the second half, and Slough almost there getting an early goal. It'll be a corner for Slough. Matt Lynch is going to cross to take this. There's going to be an outswinging corner for the Rebels, and Inns and Hollis have gone forward. It's going to be it's just all over the top of Guy Hollis, who'd come through at the back post. He's going to try and keep it in here, and plays it here towards Nathan Webb. Back heels it into the path of Guy Hollis. Hollis now with a chance to cross it in near post. It's been taken away though by Eccleston. Comes through to the centre where Daly wins the ball, but he's been robbed here by Nathan Webb. Ball back in here by Jackman. Finds Guy Hollis. Hollis just boots that ball, looking in for Brad Watkins. Trying to get there. It's a header by Brad Watkins. It's well saved though by Jamie Norris in the Beaconsfield goal. And it remains 0-0 here at a now fully lit Holloway's Park. And you do really like a nice evening game in these bright lights and a pitch that's absolutely fantastic. Got to say that about Holloway's Park. Not always been the case, but tonight it does look really good. Ball over the top here, looking for Lewis Putman. Well won by Nathan Smart, who looks like he's gone and filled in as right back, and Jackman has gone left back. Ball here in though towards Kuhn. Kuhn, the substitute. Back in towards Wes Daly. Daly just looking up. Back here towards Kuhn. Kuhn with a bit of space. Kuhn plays the ball in towards Minas. Minas under pressure. Keeps the ball in from going now. Back towards Kuhn. Kuhn to Minas. Minas trying to turn and go goalwards. Does well to go past a couple of players. Tries to scoop a shot there, but it's well watched by Jack Turner as it goes a couple of feet wide of the goal. And very much like the first half, both sides have had some chances. Nathan Smart has gone back into his left back position, and Josh Jackman has swapped back to right back. And Jack Turner will take this goal kick to get us back underway on quite a nice evening now. So it's not too bad actually. Long kick by him, trying to flick on there by Brad Watkins. It's won by Fraser's. Fraser's ball hits Neville. And his ball is played along here, looking for Putman to chase. Putman up against Nathan Smart, bounces up and hits Nathan Smart on the hand. He keeps the ball in somehow, and then it's back towards Hollis to play it in towards Turner. Turner lets the ball almost run across his goal line there before he clears long, trying to find Gavin James. Headed away by Neville. Poor touch there by Minas, but won by Daly. Daly up towards Brown. Brown, or heavy touch by him, and Slough looking for a free kick there. Now that's a poor decision by the referee there, because I think that Brown slid in and won the ball. Nathan Webb was expecting the challenge, and the referee gave a free kick to Slough. I thought that was a good challenge myself. Ball taken quickly with Nathan Smart towards Warren Harris. It seems to be playing on the left hand side. Cross there, headed away though by Cousins. Comes through towards Morgan. Morgan under pressure from Watkins. Does well though of each two challenges. Still brings the ball out. Then goes past Lynch. Finds Ajahn Lakoko in the centre. He's holding off the challenge of Watkins. Trying to release the ball through here for Lewis Putman, but it's got too much on it, and we'll go through to Turner in the Slough goal. And Turner just looking to throw the ball out here towards Jackman on the far hand side. Jackman just closed down by Brown. We'll find Inns, who's Slough Town captain tonight, just bringing the ball out. I'll run through those two sides for you now in a second when we get a chance. Ball here towards Nathan Webb, which takes his eye off the ball, almost robbed here by Daly. He comes through towards Putman, and then Beaconsfield just make a mistake there, hits it off the head of Nathan Webb, and then Smart keeps the ball in, only finds Ajahn Lakoko. His ball up towards Minas towards Daly. Daly just orchestrating in that centre circle, plays the ball wide on the far hand side towards Cousins. Cousins hits his ball straight at Fraser. Fraser now can find Gavin James. Gavin James in the deep position, running at the Beaconsfield Town defence, runs across here, still running with the ball, still going, gets caught there, and that's going to be a free kick on the edge of the area, and you could well see a yellow card there. Great play by Gavin James, good run of 30-40 yards there, cut inside, going across goal. It was Neville with the challenge, I believe. And it's a free kick on the edge of the box. No card being issued by the referee, Mr. Lowe here. Just a slightly late challenge. Matt Lynch is the player standing over this free kick here, and doesn't look as though Slough are going to send anyone else to take this. So it looks like it might be Lynch with this free kick. Four-man ball here for Beaconsfield. Lynch is to take this one, hits it fast. Oh! He puts it the wrong side of it. It's a goal for the Rebels, and it's Matt Lynch. And that goal on 52 minutes. He had the wall lined up one side. He kept looking round that wall as if he was going to bend it round the wall into the left of the goalkeeper. He looked twice, and then he looked a third time, and then what he did as he came up and striked it, he put it into the opposite corner to the goalkeeper's right. The goalkeeper couldn't get there. Top corner. It's Beaconsfield 0, Slough Town 1, and immediately Beaconsfield have already taken the kick-off. Ball here now with Cousins back towards Neville. Neville just playing it across to Norris. Norris had no chance with that free kick there, and it's just got the ball at his feet here. Slough just happy to let him have that. Ball forwards by him, trying to find Brown. Well won there by Inns. Inns' header comes through to Fraser. Fraser just evades the challenge of Ajahn Linko. The referee says play on. Ball with Watkins, trying to find Gavin James. Gavin James just let the ball run across, and Eccleston comes across, clears the ball, but out for a throw on the far hand side for the Rebels. And Slough going to keep the pressure on here by allowing Guy Hollis to come across to take this throw. Inns is being told to go forward, so Slough will be putting this ball into the box. And it will be Hollis with this long throw, almost level with the 18-yard line. Throws it into the box. It's headed across by Ajahn Lakoko. Hit back into the ball. Comes through to Watkins. Controls it. Kicks a deflection. Goes across goal, and it's scooped off the line there by Norris as Beaconsfield were appealing for an offside. Not given. Rolls the ball out here towards Daly. Daly moves it to Minas. Minas under pressure immediately. In towards Charlie Kuhn. The substitute plays the ball forward. Well spotted by Nathan Webb. Takes it down on his chest. Great deflating in by the midfielder. In towards Lynch. Lynch for the ball forward, trying to find Warren Harris now down this left-hand side. In a foot race with Eccleston, trying to keep the ball in. It's gone right into the corner. Eccleston trying to clear the ball. And he does clear it. And it's out for a throw for Slough. Right by... quickly taken by Slough towards Lynch. Lynch now chipping the ball in, looking for Watkins, unmarked at the far post. Goalkeeper has to come and punch. Good punch though by Norris. And it comes through here to Cousins. Smashes the ball forwards here immediately. Looking for the run of Putman, but Guy Hollis is there, and Hollis just plays it back to his goalkeeper. Slough just allow Turner to come and clear the ball. Free header for Neville. His header will come through to Lynch. Lynch with a cushioned header, trying to find Fraser on the far hand side. Fraser does keep the ball in for Slough, and we'll play it back towards Jack Turner. I couldn't think of his name then. I've forgotten what his name was. That's strange. Long ball by Turner, trying to find Warren Harris. Harris does well. Heads the ball back in play, but only finds Minas. Minas in the ball in towards Daly. Daly switches into Ajahn Lakoko. Plays a little 1-2. Back towards Daly. Daly running with the ball. He's got Minas in front of him if he needs him. Oh, Minas is offside. And that is a really silly play by the centre forward there, because he can surely see that he's made the run too clear. Just needed to hold his run there, but he runs into an offside position. It's a free kick to Slough. Couple of quick goals in the other game. Hitchin 2, Bishop Stortford 2. As Turner, long ball forward, trying to find Watkins. Watkins' header finds Smart. Smart inside the Beaconsfield half, just surrounded by a couple of players. In towards Watkins, he finds Lynch. Lynch is being forced back, chips the ball across there towards Jackman. Jackman's got a bit of space here now to keep hold of the ball. Comes into the centre circle, finds Fraser on the right hand side. Fraser a touch to Webb. Webb immediately closed down here by Ajahn Lakoko, and Webb just shakes off the challenge, chips it down the line looking for Gavin James. James trying to hold in and put high up in the air there by Cousins. Lynch trying to win the ball, and it comes through to Daly. Daly finds Minas. Minas in the centre circle. He plays the ball forwards for Brown, but Brown was about 5 or 6 yards offside, level with my commentary position. I could clearly see that, and our assistant referee in front of us gets that spot on. And it's a free kick taken quickly by Slough by Turner. And the ball here with Jackman. Jackman up against Brown, trying to play the ball down the line here for Fraser. Held up by Cousins. He's now trying to win it in. It's back here with Morgan. Morgan plays the ball across to Minas. Picks up inside the centre circle of his own half. Just closed down. Still has the ball. Hits it with the outside of his foot. Oh, and he's played it behind Brown. And out for a throw to the Rebels. If you are on Twitter, they're Slough trying to keep the ball in. Smart can't do that. If you are on Twitter, there is a... If you go on Slough Town Twitter, at Slough Town FC, there is a video of the free kick from Lenchy that's given Slough the lead here. Ball here with Daly, playing it across field, but Morgan had already made his run forwards. It's out for a throw to Slough. Taken quickly by Slough towards Brad Watkins. Watkins heads the ball to Lynch. Lynch can spread it here towards Nathan Smart. Smart's got a bit of time here to try and pick the right ball, but he doesn't. Unfortunately, he picks totally the wrong ball, and it's out of play and gone out for a goal kick. I think the keeper just kept it in, actually. You see it's in his hands. He's rolled the ball out. And the ball's here now with the centre-back Neville. Neville with the ball forward, so he's just played it in there towards Cousins. Cousins does well to keep it in. Now with Morgan. Morgan trying to hold the ball up. Finds Brown. Brown towards Morgan. So now trying to win it back here with a couple of challenges. Morgan shrugs them off. Now shrugs off the challenge of Lynch, but Lynch slides in. Won the ball back even though Morgan goes down. Referees clearly said won the ball. Ball's here with Nathan Webb. Webb finds Gavin James. James out towards Fraser. Fraser trying to play the ball back down here towards James, but James puts his hands out to apologise and as to say I didn't continue my run, and it ball ends up in the arms of the Beaconsfield Town goalkeeper Jamie Norris, who rolls it out here to Charlie Kuhn, the substitute. in towards Minas. Minas finds Daly. Daly with a heavy touch. And he's just played that straight out of play again to someone invisible. So one of the balls just gone out. I'll run through the two sides with you, starting with Beaconsfield Town. In goal is Jamie Norris. 3, Scott Cousins. 4, Jerome Eccleston. 5 is Luke Neville. 6 and captain is Wes Daly. 7, Aaron Morgan. 8, Jordan Ajanlenko. 9 is Daniel Brown. 10, Aaron Minas. And 18 is Lewis Putman. Substitute on is 14, Charlie Kuhn. As Beaconsfield just have the ball inside their own half, played it forwards. Well won back by Inns. In here towards Fraser. Fraser just gives the ball away here to Neville. Neville with the ball forward, trying to give Lewis Putman something to run onto. Putman will keep that in on the far hand side. Inns comes across and wins the ball. Looks like he catches Putman as well. I'll run through the Slough line-up now for the second half. So it's Jack Turner in goal, 2 Josh Jackman, 3 Nathan Smart, 4 Guy Hollis, 5 and captain Allen's in, 6 is Nathan Webb, 8 Matt Lynch goal scorer, 9 is Gavin James, 10 Brad Watkins, 11 Warren Harris, and the substitute is Sean Fraser, 15. He replaced Harrison Gilks. And there's a stoppage in play here as Lewis Putman looks to receive some treatment. So I'll just run through the two substitutes. Sets of substitutes, for you. For Beaconsfield, they have 12 Mitch Gutteridge, 15 Ollie Jones, 16 is Spencer Bellotti, and 17 is Kofi Lockhart Adams. Rebel substitutes unused so far: 12 Mark Nisbet, 14 George Wells, 16 is Lee Togwell, and 17 is James Dobson. Putman still getting some treatment on that far hand side. So there you go. So if you are on Twitter, have a look at the Slough Town one, and you can see the video of that goal that was scored. Dorchester have equalised against Salisbury, so it's Dorchester 1, Salisbury 1. And the game will restart with a throw on the far hand side for Beaconsfield Town. And it will be Cousins to take the throw. Putman just off the pitches, so Beaconsfield temporarily down to 10 men. Cousins takes the throw here, finding Morgan. Morgan right by the corner flag. It's come off him last. It's a goal kick. And Putman still down on that far hand side, just receiving some treatment. So Beaconsfield still temporarily down to 10 men. They now have a goal kick and a 1-0 lead here. Goal coming on 52 minutes from Matt Lynch. And at the moment we have played 15 minutes of that second half. Still Beaconsfield 0, Slough Town 1. And Terry Brown, the Basingstoke manager, just walking past us here. Ball played on the far hand side here, looking for Daniel Brown. Daniel Brown up against Guy Hollis. Oh, he's trying to cut through. Still got hold of the ball here. He's going to shoot from distance. And he has found the bar garden area with that shot. And I think we're going to see a substitution, or is it just the ball? We are going to see a second substitution here for Beaconsfield Town. Eventually. It looks like Daniel Brown will be the player coming off. And I'm trying to see if who's coming on, 15 or 16. Daniel Brown is the player off. He's off, and we can't see. We can see now. Spencer Bellotti is the player who has come on. So Daniel Brown off, Spencer Bellotti on. And Jack Turner takes the goal kick, long kick, aimed here towards Gavin James. Beaten to the ball by Eccleston. Played full down the line here. Bellotti to chase. Hollis with the ball here at the moment. Plays it back to his goalkeeper. Gets a little clap there from Turner. Turner with the ball down the field, this time with Warren Harris up against Kuhn. Warren Harris wins the ball, finds Gavin James. Gavin James trying to turn Eccleston, but Eccleston does well to win the ball in towards Ajan Lakoko, but the ball down the line, and again Guy Hollis will get there first before Bellotti, and again back to his goalkeeper Turner. Turner just happy to have the ball at his feet for a second, just being urged to play the ball down the line. Still got the ball at his feet. Bellotti tries to close it down. Turner with the ball forward, trying to find Gavin James. Gavin James turns, holds it up into the centre, finds Fraser in towards the feet of Lynch. Lynch with a bit of space on that far right hand side. Got a bit of help here from Jackman if he needs it. Uses Jackman. Jackman with the ball inside towards Watkins on the edge of the 18-yard line, trying to hold the ball up, trying to release Lynch on the far hand side. Lynch goes past a couple of talents, still has the ball. back here towards Nathan Webb. Webb being forced wide in towards Watkins. Ball played in here towards Lynch. Lynch with a cross down phone, looking for Gavin James. Gavin James can't get there. It's cleared by Eccleston. Comes through to Morgan. Morgan on his byline. Plays it under pressure towards Cousins, and Beaconsfield playing it across their line there. In towards Daly. Back towards Morgan. Morgan deep inside his own half. Not where you want a forward player to be. And when he kicks the ball straight out of play like that, that's going to put your team back under pressure. So Slough will have a throw. About 10 feet inside the Beaconsfield half. And taken quickly by Slough. In towards Jackman, towards Inns. Inns with the ball forward, trying to find Gavin James. Beaten to the ball by Eccleston, but it finds Matt Lynch. Lynch with the ball finds Jackman on this near-hand side. Jackman can get the cross in. Headed away again well by Eccleston. Only one to Brad Watkins down that near-hand side. Ball inside here towards Fraser. Fraser with a shot. Good save, though, by Norris. Down low to his left, and it's a corner here to Slough. And you wouldn't have believed it, but that would have been Sean Fraser with a shot there. And he can't be due a goal because he only scores every 100 or so appearances, and he's only up to 223. Just on the appearances thing, a huge congratulations to Warren Harris, who makes his 150th appearance for the Rebels this evening. So congratulations to him on this. Corner here for Slough, taken by Lynch. It'll be an outswinger. Watkins heads the ball back in. It's turned. Guy Hollis with the shot. Slough appealing for a penalty. Still bouncing around. It's going to go back out for another corner, is it? I think Inns is just trying to explain to the referee that he felt it was a penalty, but it's not. It's a corner to Slough. And again, it will be Lynch to take this outswinging corner. Slough with a bit of movement inside. Oh, a poor corner. Headed away well by Daly. Only as far as Fraser. Fraser's ball in, trying to find Lynch. Lynch tries to go past. Looks like a foul there. Daly does well to keep the ball in towards Cousins. Finds Morgan. Slough trying to pressure Beaconsfield. Slough win the ball back, but it's won back here again though by Daly. Plays it to his goalkeeper under pressure from Watkins, but Norris has to rush his clearance, and Slough putting some pressure on the Rebels here. And Slough trying to pin them in. They've got a throw on the far hand side. And it'll be a throw on the far hand side. Guy Hollis will go across to take this throw for Slough. Slough trying to just grab another goal here. Guy Hollis, long throw into the box. Inns flicks it on, goes all the way to the far post. Headed away though by Mina. Shot comes in, and it's a good save there. I think the shot came in from Alan Inns, I think it was. Inns or Watkins, they were both standing there, but saved well by Norris. Ball here now with Daly. Daly finds Minas. Minas with the ball, chased down here by Warren Harris. Turns inside, still has the ball. Finds Daly. Daly with the ball in towards Morgan. Morgan gets the ball back towards Daly. Daly will look to play out to Ajin Lakoko. Good play here. Now towards ball into Bellotti. He shoots. Oh, he's just put it wide of the goal. And he should have really got that on target. Good play there by Beaconsfield, taking Slough apart, and a lovely little ball there by Jordan Ajin Lakoko, who found Spencer Bellotti, the substitute, who just couldn't put his shot on target, and it went out for a goal kick. Let's see some other scores from the BFB. It's Cambridge City 4, St Ives 0, Dorchester 1, Salisbury 0. Sorry, Dorchester 1, Salisbury 1, and Hitchin 2, Bishop Stortford 2. Those are your goals in the BFB. Ball here with Morgan inside the centre circle, but just overruns it to Smart, but one back by Minas, but his ball can't be controlled, and then to play down the line by Inns. Inns finds Warren Harris. Harris holding off the challenger Kuhn in towards Lynch. Lynch here now finds Fraser in a little bit of space. Fraser trying to find Gavin James. Gavin James just halted his run there. Webb trying to win the ball back, and does so. Brilliant play here by Nathan Webb. Lovely ball in here towards Gavin James. Gavin James trying to find a bit of space. Got Webb on the outside in towards Jackman. Jackman with a chance to cross. Headed away well by Neville. Only as far as Lynch. Lynch with time on the ball here at the moment. Goes back towards Inns. Inns finds Jackman. Jackman's again space to bring the ball forwards here. Beaconsfield not closing them down. Plays the ball in, trying to find Gavin James. Gavin James slips. The referee says no penalty, and ball here now with Nathan Smart. Oh, Nathan Smart! What a goal that is! The ball was just given away by Charlie Coons and Nathan Smart from around about 25 yards out on his right foot, looked up, put it in the top corner, over the top of Jamie Norris in the Slough goal, and Slough have scored 2 cracking goals this evening, and there will be a third and final substitution for Beaconsfield Town. We're just waiting confirmation of the numbers. They're going to just play on first. So Beaconsfield have kicked off. Ball here with Daly, finds Cousins. Cousins here with the ball across here to Kuhn, who gave the ball away. Under pressure from Warren Harris. Ball played forward. Bellotti flicks it on, but Putman is offside. And you will see a third and final substitution. Coming off is Aaron Minas. Coming on is Ollie Jones. That's the third and final substitution for Beaconsfield Town. So that substitution there coming off. And Beaconsfield throwing all of their eggs in one basket. And Slough will restart the game with a free kick here that Jack Turner will take. Long ball into the box, aimed for Inns, comes through towards Lench, finds Webb. Webb with the ball back out here towards Lench. Lench just holding the ball up. He'll go back towards Jackman. Jackman still with the ball here. Bush goes inside the Beaconsfield half, back towards Lench. In towards Guy Hollis. Hollis will find Webb. Webb will go back towards Hollis. Inns is still forwards and on the far hand side, but it's Watkins who's just let the ball go out of play there. And quick throw by Beaconsfield finds Morgan. Morgan chased down by Watkins. Gets him a little nudge. In here towards Charlie Kuhn. Kuhn up against Warren Harris. Has the ball stuck in his feet. And Nathan Smart does well to win the ball back, but then Putman with a few little tricks gets it back here on this near hand side. Under pressure from Matt Lynch. Lynch with apparently just a foul there, and it's a free kick to Beaconsfield. That is Nathan Smart's first goal. He did score one in pre-season, but his first competitive goal for the Rebels. So, and what a cracker that was there by Nathan Smart. Quick free kick taken here by Charlie Kuhn. In towards Bellotti. Comes here through to the other substitute, Ollie Jones. Jones trying to find Bellotti. Bellotti's offside. Oh, he missed it anyway. He didn't realise. He still played on. Totally missed the goal, but he was offside anyway, so it didn't really make that much difference. And it remains here with 25 minutes gone of the second half. Beaconsfield Town 0, Slough Town 2. Goals coming in the second half from Matt Lynch and Nathan Smart. As Turner, long kick down the field, trying to find Watkins, headed off the away by Eccleston, comes through here towards Jones. Jones trying to keep the ball in, slips. Slough have a throw, quickly taken by Webb. In towards Watkins, back towards Webb. In is left by Nathan Smart. It's come through to Lynch. Lynch finds Jackman. Jackman with a bit of space here now. Got Fraser on the outside. Finds Fraser. Fraser here up against Cousins. Gives the ball here to Matt Lynch. Lynch will try and play the ball forward. Slips. Gives the ball away here to Ajahn Lakoko. Now there's an attack here for Beaconsfield. Lynch will try and win it back. Poor ball played forwards there by Ajahn Lakenko. It's well bombed by Inns. Now finds Nathan Webb. Webb will find the other Nathan, Smart. And Smart can bring the ball forwards here. Down the line here looking for Warren Harris. Harris with the ball at his feet now by the corner flag. Trying to get across. He gets across in. Off the head of Eccleston. So Lynch will try and close the ball down. One back by Cousins. In towards Ajahn Lakoko. He plays it in towards Daly. Daly challenged by Smart. It's a foul by Smart. And it's a free kick taken quickly here by Beaconsfield. Beaconsfield running with the ball out on the far hand side towards Putman. Putman in towards the substitute Jones. Finds Cousins. Cousins the left back a little bit forwards. In towards Morgan. Morgan holding the ball up well. And then in towards Jones. Jones looking for the ball in. Just gets a lucky ricochet. Ball kind of falls for Bellotti, but Nathan Smart's in there first. And releases Warren Harris. Harris now running at the Beaconsfield Town defence. Cuts inside. Still running with the ball. Now finds Fraser on that right hand side. Fraser playing right midfield for this game. Back here towards Nathan Webb. In towards Fraser. Fraser just holding the ball up. Finds Nathan Webb again. The two of them just interchanging passes. Back towards Fraser. Fraser gives it to Lynch. Lynch is at the bottom of the halfway centre circle line. In towards Watkins. Watkins comes deep to give it in. Slough keeping hold of the ball well here. Back towards Jackman. Towards Nathan Webb. Webb's been everywhere this evening. Lovely ball played forwards to him. Trying to find Gavin James. Takes a deflection away from the path of him. In towards Neville. Neville towards the substitute Jones. Jones in towards Daly. Daly trying to go past Nathan Webb. But Webb wins the ball back. Finds Watkins. Watkins now looking to play the ball in for Gavin James. He's asked a lot of him. And he gets a forces a shot from Jamie Norris there. It's a good save. Hooked clear by Beaconsfield. But Slough win the ball back here on the far hand side. It's Fraser who's got it, holding the ball up, wins a free kick. That was a good ball in there by Watkins. Was asking a lot of James. James put his foot down, got in there, but good save. Slough with the ball now with Watkins, trying to find Fraser on the overlap, but it's kept out by Beaconsfield. And Daly trying to release Jones, plays the ball forwards, and here now looking for Putman. Putman can turn. Chance to run at the Slough defence. Now with a few numbers lacking. Ball here towards Jones. Jones going all the way down the byline. Gets across in. Oh, and it's well gathered there by Jack Turner. Just as Bellotti was trying to get to the far post. And now Turner's just released Fraser with a throw. Fraser now in a bit of space. Finds Warren Harris on the left-hand side. Warren Harris running at Charlie Coon. He's got Nathan Smart with him if he needs to. Charlie Coon with a good challenge there. Wins the ball well. And finds Ollie Jones. Jones in towards Daly. Daly being closed down here. Give the ball here towards Jones. Jones just trying to release Kuhn. Kuhn has to put his foot down to keep that ball in play. Back to the other substitute, Jones. Jones just keeping the ball at his feet, trying to chip the ball into the box, trying to find Putman, headed away by Jackman. Agilenko wins a header, finds Putman on the edge of the box. Putman trying to turn, but forgets to take the ball with him. Manages to play it into the path of Morgan. Morgan's got Cousins on the overlap if he needs him. Doesn't want to. Hits his cross straight at Brad Watkins, and it's headed away here by Lynch. No ball now with Nathan Webb. He's only got Gavin James with him up front, and finds Gavin. Gavin just holding the ball up here, back in towards Fraser. Fraser towards Lynch. Warren Harris in acres of space, and he's picked him out brilliantly. And Warren Harris just doesn't take it in his stride, a little bit behind him, but still got the ball here now, up against Charlie Coon. He's got Nathan Smart with him if he needs it. Plays the ball into the box, trying to find Lynch. Lynch still running through, trying to get across in. He's won the ball on the byline, as he has still kept it in play. And then finds the ball to Warren Harris. Harris chips across in, and it comes off the head of Daly. It'll be a corner to the Rebels. As we come up to 30 minutes gone of the second half, still Beaconsfield 0, Slough Town 2, and a corner here for the Rebels. And again, it will be Matt Lynch who goes across to take this corner. And Lynch just again waiting for some movement from the Rebels' defence. Again, Hollis and Inns have gone forwards for this corner to come in, just waiting for the signal from the captain. Here comes the movement from the Rebels. Ball played in. It's Inns there who rises highest, but he just can't direct it goalwards. It's wide of the goal, and that's out for a goal kick. So let's see if we can find some other scores around in the BFB. As Norris takes a quick goal kick here, and then finds Bellotti. Bellotti goes down under Nathan Smart's challenge. It's not a foul, and Start just takes the throw quickly in towards Gavin James. Gavin James finds Nathan Webb. Webb across to Jackman. Jackman just plays the ball here to Watkins. Oh, Watkins tries to leave it to go into the path of Gavin James. Well read though by Luke Neville, who won the ball back, and it's now with Putman. Putman to find Daly inside the 6-yard box. Plays the ball forward, looking for Bellotti, but well spotted by Hollis, who takes it down well. Now feeds Warren Harris back towards goal scorer Nathan Smart. Smart chipping the ball down the line, but it's got a bit too much on it. Cambridge City 5, St Ives 1 in the BFB. As the throw comes in, headed away by Smart, off the head then of Jones towards Nathan Webb, in towards Warren Harris. Harris to Smart. Smart will come back here to Hollis. So now happy to play the ball across their back fours. Finds Josh Jackman. Jackman can bring the ball forward. Little dink ball in here towards Brad Watkins, who'd come deep to win the ball, and he's got a foul there off Ajan Lakoko. And Slough take the free kick quickly here with Nathan Smart. In towards Warren Harris. Harris trying to cut through. Goes past a couple of players. Starting to open up for him. He's going to have a dig. And it's saved by Norris. And then Gavin James tries to get there to the rebound. But he was offside. But good chasing down there by Gavin James. Warren Harris opened up for him. Had a good shot. Well saved. But he fumbled the ball. And unfortunately, that means it's just... gone out of play just wide, but he was offside anyway, and it still remains here 2-0 to Slough. And Norris will take this free kick, aiming for Bellotti, the substitute. Bellotti wins the header, trying to head it in towards Jones. Nathan Smart said, only volleys it straight out of play down the field. And we're just waiting for a ball to come back on. I think there's a I don't think too many Slough fans are bothered about getting the ball back here at the moment. Last thing that Slough want is to concede some sloppy goals here and have penalties. Long throw comes in here by Kuhn, won by Bellotti into the path of Daly. Daly with the ball, spreads it here to Cousins, who's got a bit of space. Finds his ball to Putman. Putman just being well marshalled here by Josh Jackman, forcing Putman to come inside to Agenda Coco. He then finds Charlie Kuhn to Daly. Daly back in here to the substitute Jones. Jones spreads it on the far hand side to Cousins. He's got a bit of space opening up for him here. He's going to dig across into the far hand post, and Nathan Smart didn't get a call there. He's headed the ball out of play for a corner, but Mosby could have let it go. And he's okay. I think he's just a bit annoyed with himself there that he didn't get a shout and headed it out of play for a needless corner. But it's a corner to Beaconsfield Town, and again 2 players both go over to take this. Morgan and Cousins are the 2 players who have gone across, and the corner comes into the far post. It's headed inwards, hooked away by Brad Watkins, and that is a crazy decision by the referee there. He's given that as a goal kick to Slough, and it's clearly come the last touch off Brad Watkins. It's a strange decision, but it's a good decision for the Rebels, and it's a goal kick here to Slough. We've got about 10 minutes plus whatever the referee adds on here. There's not been any injuries, so it's just the substitutions and goal times that he's going to add on as Turner takes this goal kick. It's well won by Ajin Lakoko. Then Hollis does well to head of the ball. Jones heads it again, comes to Bellotti. Bellotti tries to take it. Hollis is there first and just plays it back here to Turner. Turner under no pressure, just in a few little keepy up. He's in his penalty box there. Then drills a pass here to Nathan Smart. Smart just saying there's not much of an option. Lynch comes deep for him. Lynch challenged by Daly, but plays it across the box here for Turner. Turner can play the ball down the line. Looking for Brad Watkins. Watkins trying to ease it on here towards Gavin James. Beaten to the ball by Eccleston. And it's turned here by Ajin Lakenko. But Lynch has won it back here for Slough. But he's adjudged to have fouled by the referee there. That's a bit of harsh decision. We're into the final 10 minutes of the game. That's a cue for some of the fans here to leave. Maybe they're getting to the bar early. Want to see the end of that Glentoran Crusaders game or whatever it is that's on Sky this evening. Ball's there with Lewis Putman. Putman just slips as he tries to dig across in. It's gone straight out of play, and it's a goal kick to the Rebels, and they're just taking their time giving the ball here to Jack Turner, so the referee just pops across to tell them to hurry it up a little bit, but Slough not in any hurry at all at the moment. And it will be Turner that takes this goal kick for Slough. Long ball in here looking for Watkins. Beaten to the ball well by Eccleston, who's had a good game at centre-back for Beaconsfield. Ball here with Morgan. Morgan shakes off another challenge, trying to play the ball in towards Jones. Well won back by Lynch. In towards Jackman. Jackman fires the ball down the field for James. James is cushioned header towards Fraser, then back towards Gavin James. Gavin James now with a chance to run at the defence. Got Warren Harris with him if he needs him. Trying to dink the ball in there to Warren Harris. A little bit too much on it. And it's gathered well by Norris, who immediately throws the ball out here for Kuhn. Kuhn just bringing the ball out. Finds Belotti. Belotti under pressure with it. Finds his captain Daly. Daly spreads to Cousins on the far hand side. Slough fans start to make a little bit of noise behind that goal. Ball towards Putman. Putman trying to burst through, keeps running with the ball, still got the ball at his feet, just being forced wide by here, just evades a couple of challenges, and the referee does pull it back for a foul there by Matt Lynch, who just dived in a little bit, didn't win the ball, didn't really catch Putman, but enough to make him go wide, and it's a free kick here. Now we know that Lewis Putman can take these. Morgan seems to want to stand there and take it as well. So with roughly 7 minutes of the game left, Slough with some defending to do here. There's three standing over it for Beaconsfield. It's Morgan, Putman and Daly. Morgan's now walking away, so it's either Putman or Daly to take this free kick. Roughly, I'd say about 22 yards away from the Slough goal. 5-man wall for the Rebels. It is Putman that takes it, drills it low and scores for Beaconsfield Town. And that means it's Beaconsfield Town 1, Slough Town 2. And I think Turner's complaining that it went through his wall. It was drilled in low by Lewis Putman. So Putman with the goal there on 83 minutes. His free kick was drilled in low and seemed to go underneath or through the wall, leaving Turner to try and scramble across his goal. But the goal rejuvenates Beaconsfield Town. Turner with this long ball forwards in towards Warren Harris. Harris can chest the ball down. Gives it here towards Lynch. Lynch towards Webb. Webb on that centre circle fault. Now finds Josh Chapman. Chapman can run with the ball. Oh, he's still going 20, 30 yards. Still with the ball. In here towards Warren Harris. Harris trying to play it back towards Chapman. In. Oh, and Chapman just can't get a shot away. It just rolls off his shins into the arms of Norris. And now Beaconsfield with the heads up. Here with Jones. Jones with the ball forwards. Again looking for Putman on the far hand side. Putman does well to keep it in. So now just a little bit short defensively here. Putman's cross is terrible. He's cleared that one into the garden of the bar when he had plenty of time to do a better job than that, and it's a goal kick. Morgan places the ball on the spot for Jack Turner to take. Turner will just go across the other side, and it is Turner to take this goal kick. We have roughly 5 minutes to go, plus whatever the referee adds on. As Turner finally gets to take this kick, aimed here towards Watkins. Watkins will just head the ball on looking for James. Eccleston acrobatically clears that ball long. Hollis wins the first header. It will come through here towards Lynch. Lynch challenged by Putman, but finds Josh Chapman. Chapman halfway inside his own half. Drills the ball down the line, looking for Watkins to try and knock on. One back by Neville, trying to find Cousins. Cousins with the ball forwards, only to find Hollis, who volleys the ball forwards, only as far as Kuhn. Kuhn with a good touch. Brings the ball down, looking for someone to help him out. Finds Aaron Morgan. Morgan with the ball back towards Kuhn. Back to Morgan trying to turn. He's surrounded by players. Gavin James tries to take it off his feet. Gavin James chasing the ball down. Eccleston comes across. James has robbed it off him though. James is still going. It's played off him. He's still trying to get it. He's got two players around him as Gavin James chases the ball down. But Beaconsfield managed to find Morgan. Morgan holding the play up well. Just evades a couple of chances. Switches it out here again. Looking for Putman. Putman just lets the ball bounce behind him. Trying to keep the ball in. He's got Cousins on the overlap. Cousins will get the ball. Cousins chips the ball in. It's a wasted thing there as Belotti was the only player in the box for Beaconsfield, but it's way over his head and comes here to Smart hits it straight at Morgan and it goes out of play for a throw. And then you just got to wait for anyone down that side just to get the ball, and it will be a throw to Slough halfway inside their own half. They're going to let Guy Hollis take this throw to try and get a bit of distance on it. Hollis looking for a long throw down the line. It is a huge throw from him, trying to find Watkins, misses the ball, comes through to Charlie Kuhn. Charlie Kuhn plays it in here towards Daly. Daly challenged here by Nathan Webb. Plays the ball across here to Cousins. Fraser decided not to try and slide in and win the ball. He stands up, gives it to Belotti. Belotti finds Daly. Daly on that centre circle spot. He's got plenty of time to find Kuhn. Kuhn can take the ball in his stride on his chest here on this near hand side, 25 yards away from goal. Dinked ball in here towards Morgan. Morgan holds the ball up well, under pressure from Lench. Finds the ball here towards Daly. Daly looks to try and feed a pass through. There's an offside there against Jones, and it will be a free kick to the Rebels. So still 2.5 minutes of normal play left, plus whatever the referee adds on. Beaconsfield Town 1, Slough Town 2 is the current score at the moment. And it's Turner that will take this free kick for Slough on the edge of his 18-yard line for this offside decision. So Turner trying to get some distance, wants to aim towards Brad Watkins. Watkins up against Coop. Watkins does well to win the ball. James flicks the ball on into the box here for Fraser. Oh, and then a challenge then from Neville. Clears the ball. Comes out here towards Putman. Putman deep inside his own half. Being challenged by Gavin James. Has to come back towards the left back Cousins. Cousins plays the ball to Kuhn. All a little bit behind him, but he does well to keep hold of the ball. Keeps it in play. Just Slough allowing him to have the ball at his feet. Into here towards Eccleston. Eccleston just dinky, looking for the run. Headed away by Hollis. And then, Belotti, is Ajin Lakenko who played it back towards Hollis. Hollis just hooked the ball out of play when he had time to clear it. It's a throw to Beaconsfield. Halfway inside the Slough half. Quickly taken here by Kuhn. In towards Jones. Jones will spread it here towards Cousins. Cousins just waits. Great ball into his feet. Cousins now looks up, playing the ball into the box. It's a good ball in, and there's a good touch there by Hollis. It's a corner to Beaconsfield Town in these last minutes of normal time. Morgan is going to be the player that goes across. Is he going to leave it for Cousins? I think they're going to let Cousins put this ball into the box. Now there's some defending to do here. They're into the last minute of normal time. Beaconsfield 1, Slough Town 2, but Beaconsfield with this corner. Slough with some defending to do here. It'll be Cousins that comes across to take this. Plays it into the box. It's headed away by Inns. Back on the far hand side there. It's been kept in by Putman. Putman up against Letch. Gets his cross in. Hooks away for another corner. This time off Josh Jackman. It's a corner this time on the far hand side. Cousins will go across to take this as well. And Cousins will swing this one. This will be an outswinger for Slough to defence. Now still with every player apart from the goalkeeper inside the Slough half. Ball comes in to the far hand side. Eccleston runs up. It bounces in the penalty area. Slough trying to keep it out. It's trying to be hooked in. Oh, it's fouled. Turner saves with his feet. That's a great save by the goalkeeper. Ball comes back out here though towards Cousins. Cousins plays it here towards Jones. Jones has a chance to put a cross back in. It's fired in to go. What's this? An equaliser! It's a goal by Luke Neville. Gets a flick onto the ball. And it's Beaconsfield 2, Slough Town 2. And I said that Slough were just 15 seconds into added time. It's an equaliser here for Beaconsfield Town. Neville just flicking that cross in from Cousins just into the top corner. Turner just couldn't get a touch to it. And it's 2-2 here. And it will look like, unless one of these two teams does something drastic in this next minute or so, we will go to penalties. That is how it's going to be. Unless someone can find a quick fire goal. Slough, 2 goals conceded there in the last 7 minutes of the game. They take the kick off here with James towards Nathan Smart. Smart gives it in here towards Lench. Lench goes past a couple of challengers, still with the ball at his feet. Turns inside, just challenged down by Jones. Plays it back here towards Hollis. Hollis takes a touch in. Now looks forward towards Watkins. Oh, it's got too much on it. Goes straight out of play for a throw into Beaconsfield on this near hand side. Slough have thrown away this 2-0 lead here in the last 7 minutes. And this gentleman decides it's time to go at 2-2. Is he expecting a replay? I don't know. Maybe he wants a better position for the goals. Ball comes in. It's headed away by Nathan Smart. Flicked on by Webb. Comes up here towards Brad Watkins, trying to find the ball in for Gavin James. Norris has to come out of his box and clear. It's a throw to Slough just before the halfway line on the far hand side. It's not going to be that because the referee has blown up for full time here. So full time here. It's Beaconsfield No, penalties. Yeah. So I believe this tie goes straight to penalties. That's all right. And we shall see what end they choose. But we'll stay here with you. Just some other scores from the BFB League Cup. It's Cambridge City 6, St Ives 2. That game's still going on, I believe. Let's have a look. Salisbury have won 2-1. We're just going to see what happens here with these penalties. I think most people are just going down the... they seem to think it's all going to happen down at one end. It hasn't been chosen yet which end will be the end for the penalties. As the two sides just in little groups on the pitch here, as they're obviously just going through their who's going to be taking what. And the two sides just out on the pitch at the moment, just debating about what's going on. I'm just going to see what the referee is going to choose. I think he's already decided which end he wants the penalties to be taken, I think. And I feel sorry for Retro Rare, who's listening, who had under 3.5 goals in this game. And that last minute equaliser there by Beaconsfield Town has robbed him of 50 quid. It does look as though the referee has decided that he's going to take the penalties down at one end. I thought you had to toss a coin to decide which end you wanted it. It looks like he's already decided he wants the penalties taken at that end, because then he's got a little less further to walk. So it will be penalties that decides this game. The two teams are just getting in their groups on in the centre circle here. The referee is just shaking hands with the Slough Town managers. They're just wishing some of the players luck. So it's going to be penalties. It'll be to the goal where the main shed end is, as they now call it, which is where the main stand is here at behind the goal. And Lewis Putman just chatting to some of the Slough Town players. And right, so he's definitely taken them down to this goal, and it looks as though Slough will go first, and Matt Lynch will be the first player to take a penalty. So we'll see how this goes out. We'll keep you hooked, I should say, hooked. As everyone decides that they're all going down the far end, apart from me. I can't go down the far end. They all just want to go home, I think. So it's Slough with the first penalty. It will be Matt Lynch up against Jamie Norris. Matt Lynch just doing some keepy uppies here as he walks down. Norris just throws his water bottle behind the goal. And the first penalty will be Matt Lynch here against Jamie Norris. And we'll just wait for the referee to... So Lynch comes up, takes his penalty, and puts it to the far side of the goalkeeper. 1-0 to the Rebels. Good penalty there. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Next up for Beaconsfield Town is looks like Scott Cousins, sorry. So Scott Cousins is the next player to come and take this penalty against Jack Turner. And Cousins with that cross into in the last seconds for the header by Luke Neville that takes this tie into these penalty decisions. And it's Cousins here versus Turner. Cousins with the run up, shoots, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. It's 1-1. Next up for the Rebels will be Gavin James. So James against Norris. Score 1-1. Neither team have missed a penalty yet. And it's been a while since I've seen a Slough Town shootout and a penalty. So Gavin James in his fluorescent green boots up here against Jamie Norris. James to come up and take. Sure, he puts it right in the top corner. 2-1 to the Rebels. Next up for Beaconsfield Town, I believe, is the captain Wes Daly. And it's a very subdued atmosphere here. The players, as they walk in past, just shaking each other's hands as they come past. It is Wes Daly, the Beaconsfield Town captain and ex-AFC Wimbledon player, here to take this penalty. Daly comes up, takes it, fires it low, and Turner goes the right way but can't get a hand to it. 2-2. And next up for Slough is Brad Watkins. So 4 good penalties taken so far. Brad Watkins to come up here for the Rebels to take this. And literally, apart from about 10 people in the stand, most people are just standing there behind the goal. Jack Turner's just sitting on the floor now at the moment. So Brad Watkins here up against Jamie Norris. Norris just walking back to his goal line. Brad Watkins to come up and take. Watkins sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. It's 3-2 to the Rebels. And the third penalty for Beaconsfield Town will be taken by their substitute Ollie Jones. And Turner just chatting to the fans behind the goal. Yeah. And so Ollie Jones here up against Jack Turner. Jones comes up, shoots. Turner saves! It's 3-2 to the Rebels. 3 penalties each. And now we've got... It's Sean Fraser coming up to take the penalty now for Slough. In fact, Turner's save was so good, the ball's actually gone all the way out to the far hand side. So he's pushed it well wide of the goal there. So Slough with this 3-2 lead, 3 penalties each. Now comes Sean Fraser to take a penalty. Fraser here up against Norris. Fraser with the right, fires it straight past Norris. Norris almost gets a hand to it. 4-2 to the Rebels. And it's up to the ex-Rebel Lewis Putman, who's getting a reception and a half here from the Slough fans. So the Slough fans singing to Lewis Putman, who are Putman just having a little joke there with the Rebels fans here. It's Putman here versus Turner. Putman needs to score. 4-2 to the Rebels. Putman takes, fires it in. It's 4-3 to the Rebels. And who's taking the 5th penalty? Oh, it's going to be Jack Turner. Jack Turner is going to take the 5th penalty here for the Rebels. So it's Turner, the goalkeeper, versus Norris, the goalkeeper, to take Slough into the final round. Turner shoots, it's in! And it finishes. Slough Town win here on penalties. 5-3. They've scored all of their penalties. And Slough progress through to the second round of the BigFreeBet.com Challenge Cup. I'm so glad that someone has written this down. Thank you all very much for listening. Enjoy the rest of your week. We will be back on Saturday. It's non-league day. And we'll be back with all of the action for the game against Biggleswade. We'll be back on air at 2:50 on that game. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for staying with us for these penalties here. It's finished. Slough progress 5-3 on penalties. We'll be back for non-league day. Lots of things going on. Remember that there is a special offer. If you are a season ticket holder, if you haven't already brought your friends down to and turn them into Slough Town fans, then this will be the day to bring them down. It's season ticket holders bring 2 people free. So we're going to go home because everyone else seems to be leaving. Thank you very much for listening. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll be back on Saturday.